Hello, I'm Principal Chris Carter, and welcome to Northside High School.
This is the 26th year that I've been at Northside. I like the students and I like the faculty. There's some days that you need more faculty support and some days you just need the energy from the kids. And so either way, it's a win-win.
When you walk up those stairs, you can feel, and when I hit those, I just think about how many thousands and thousands of kids have walked up and down those stairs.
We have a wide, diverse group of students, and no matter what your background or where you're from, you're going to find your place at Northside. It's truly a home for everyone.
We welcome you to this great place. We're here to challenge you academically, and we want you to get involved in just about anything that you could possibly think about to get involved with.
I love playing basketball and just communicating with everybody, like just having a good time with everybody. Yeah, Northside really made me like school for real, because like I used to not like it. All the teachers here, like they really are concerned with you, like they'll actually help you, like they're really genuine.
There was never a time where I felt like I didn't have any friends or I was searching for friends, and I feel like I'm definitely part of the community and I feel like everyone is.
I chose Northside because I love the diversity. I love being able to seeing people that are rich, that are poor, that are black, that are white in the hallway, and just everybody being able to communicate with each other is why I chose here.
I got to Northside and everybody helped out each other. Even if you didn't have as much, everybody was like a family to each other, and I just loved it.
My favorite thing about Northside is definitely the way that all the staff and students all come together to help each other. It seems like more of a family kind of place in terms of it's more of a helpful effort to make sure everyone's doing good.
Whenever my students come back and see me, I always take pictures with them, and I'll post them on Facebook because it makes my mama bear heart really happy whenever they come home and see us, because we are a family.
And so one girl said, my teachers care about me and they want me to succeed. And that's why so many students choose to come to Northside.
I think when I consider like the individual stories, I had a particular girl that did not come from a good background and she's a doctor now. Or you have the kids that are very affluent and have all the right answers and all the right supports, and yet they needed something different. You know, they had to have someone be real with them, they had to fail on their own. And so when you hear those stories and you think, okay, they still made it too, that they needed something different than just a typical affluent background, that they were struggling too. So you're gonna have both of those stories that I think is nice about this place. That, you know, that keeps me going. That's why I don't mind coming to work.
Again, welcome, and we're glad you're gonna be a part of the Grizzly family.
I'm a Grizzly for life.
Grizzly for life.
I'm a Northsider for life.
I am a Northsider for life.
Okay, we're live.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of first-year head coach Don Barak, his staff, and the Northside Grizzlies, we welcome you inside Mayo Thompson Stadium on a hot Tuesday afternoon. We don't get any pop-up showers. And clouds have cooled it off a little bit. I'm Buzz Sawyer alongside the broadcast partner of the year, the Dash Riprock, the Tiger Woods of broadcast, Jeff Ferris. Jeff, it's good to have you here. It was just like yesterday, brother, that we finished the last game, but man, it's got on us quick, hasn't it?
Yeah, it does every year. Seems like it gets quicker and quicker every year. Maybe that's probably we're getting a little older, I don't know. But I appreciate that intro. Now, who's the higher up? Is Dash Riprock higher up?
Brother, it's hard to get higher than Tiger,
yeah.
but Dash Riprock's who I go with.
Yeah, Dash. Go where Dash is from.
You told me somewhere
in Peoria.
Peoria, what's that?
Illinois, that's a city. That's a city. A lot of background on that. A lot of background. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, that's exactly right. But this broadcast being brought to you by Chick-fil-A. We're excited about having them as our major sponsor this year. And if you hadn't visited Chick-fil-A, you're probably, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8 years old. because I don't know. I've got grandkids that are that age, and that is their go-to place. So we really appreciate them being a partner of ours this year. And if we get through here quick enough, that's exactly where I'm going to head.
I don't blame you. That's some good eating right there at Chick-fil-A. I kind of like that place myself.
Well, Jeff, this year's quite a bit different than last year. Got a new head coach, and he's got a whole new staff. I'm going to go over a little bit of that with you. Coach Don Marock, who is our head coach, and he has hired quite a few different guys, and we still have Fitz is still here. Coach Beatty's still here. Coach Bracken, Coach Neal, Coach Hanson is still here. Brett Schrabel is going to be the defensive coordinator. He came from Mountain Home High School, played quarterback, and he's punted at Arkansas State. This is his 15th year of coaching. He coached at Mountain Home, Blytheville, and good to have him. But you haven't met him yet, but when you see him, you're going to think that there's no way that guy was a punter. He looks like an outside linebacker that runs a 4.5.
Well, I'm looking forward to meeting all these new coaches. Of course, I know Coach Frazier and I know Coach Beatty, and I coached against Coach Frazier, and I've heard nothing but good things since he started coaching. And Coach Beatty, I never heard any negative things about him. And I know I never had the pleasure of coaching with him or coaching for him, but I know a lot of coaches that told me a lot of things. And he used to coach at my high school alma mater in Ozark.
Right.
And I knew a lot of the coaches there pretty well. You may know one guy there named Rick Gage.
I heard of that guy.
Yeah, and he always talked about how good a coach that Coach Beatty was. And I said, well, how is he as a person? He said, as good a coach as he is, he's even a better person.
Yeah, and I will attest to that.
Yeah.
He has definitely been real helpful to me over the last 4 or 5 years, getting me answers that I need. Our broadcast really depends on just information that we can get from these guys, and they've always done such a, they bend over backwards to help us, and Coach Beatty has been there. Coach Frazier, as you mentioned, was offensive coordinator last year. He's going to coach the running backs this year. Don Marock is going to be the offensive coordinator. He started at Southwest Minnesota State, then went to South Dakota State, went to the University of Wyoming. He was at Henderson for 6 years. He was the offensive coordinator for the last 2 years at Arkansas Tech. He played at Emporia State, which is a D2 school out of Kansas. He's from Kansas City. This is his first year as a head coach, and we're going to try to get him here in just a minute. I know we're going to have him mic'd up during calisthenics, and hopefully we can get a word with him, and I think he may be ready. We will see if we have him. Coach? All right, Coach Marock, can you hear me?
I got you. You got me?
Yes, sir. Well, first of all, Coach, we want to say good luck tonight. This is your debut, really, as Northside's head coach, and I know you've had a lot going on today that just to prepare to get here tonight. But how's it feel to be a head coach?
A lot busier. A lot more to do. A lot more presence of a lot more to do, I'd say.
Yeah, it's there's so much that's on your plate, and I know that you just want to get the kickoff and start coaching.
Yep, it'll be exciting tonight. Get a chance to come out and watch these kids play. Get a chance to watch them compete, but more importantly, a chance to go off and an opponent, a good opponent that gives you a chance to really evaluate.
Yeah, Coach, I know that leading up to this, it's been hot for the last month. That was going to be a concern, and it looks like we've got some cloud cover tonight that ought to help it a little bit. But I know that you were concerned about that this afternoon, trying to get the kids fed early and get them hydrated, so we hopefully don't have a lot of cramps tonight.
This is the first time we've seen clouds in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So it's been it's nice, it's cool. We've been going in the morning for all of our practices, so really this environment, this temperature, this is what we are used to. I was kind of personally hoping for a little heat, see where our conditioning is at in the hot sun.
Yes, sir. So the format's a little bit different tonight. I know you got your varsity's going to play the first 2 periods, then going to be a 15-minute break, and then we'll have the JV play. Tell me about the quarterback situation. Is it there's no live hits on the quarterback tonight?
No, there's no live hits on the quarterback. We're going to wear our red home jerseys, and then the quarterbacks will be in black jerseys. But both sides of the ball, both teams, their quarterbacks are just tag off.
And I know that there's probably not going to be a lot of fireworks, as you mentioned to me earlier. This is just trying to get a feel of the game. You know, it's been a summer. I know you've got some workouts in and had some camps, but this is going to be the first real live action against somebody other than the guy that you're lining up with every day. So I know they're excited about that. We're going to let you get on your way, Coach, and know that you got your players doing calisthenics now. Good luck to you tonight, and I hope you're satisfied when this is over.
Yes, sir. Thank you, and hopefully we have a good night and a good, healthy night.
Yes, sir. That's Coach Don Marock, and we wish him the best tonight, as this is going to be the first time as a new head coach. And Jeff, I mean, you've been a coach. You're a retired coach. Mm-hmm. It is a lot on the plate of a head coach that they have to deal with, and you know, he's coached a lot of places and a lot of years, and football is his life.
I'm glad we got another Wonder Boy.
I love
around.
Yeah, that's right.
Wonder Boy to help us out, even though he was only there for 2 years. I think we were there 8 years.
Yeah, that. Yeah, but yours was a little more successful 8 years than mine was.
I don't know about that. I think they were glad to see me go. But anyway, the last thing that he said really caught my ear, that he talked about a healthy.
Yes.
And as I think you can see out there, what do you got, about 70 players out there maybe?
Yeah, so it's a little bit thin,
yeah,
you know, to get the season started. And I know that he'd like to have 90 to 100 players, but he's got what he's got. He came into this program, and he's trying to get the foundation that he wants. And you do want to be careful. The last thing you want to do is get a kid hurt in a preseason game like this.
And there's another thing. There's a difference in depth and quality depth, and I just hope that they don't get anybody hurt on either team. Injuries have a lot to do with sometimes your win-loss record, and this conference that Northside's in is tough enough without having a bunch of guys go down with injuries. And especially if it's a senior, then you have to replace them with a sophomore. That's even worse, because most sophomores don't have high school varsity experience, and and then there's been an old saying that goes back to before I coached, that if for every sophomore that you have to start, you can count on one loss.
Yeah, that's been a formula that I know a lot of coaches have gone by. And you being a football coach and a player, collegiate player, played center, you got to start with the offensive line. I think that's always the point of focus, you know, when you start a season. The biggest question is, how good is our offensive line? And if you don't have that combination, you know, of guys that can work together, and you got to have some big guys that have some agility. They're good athletes, you know. You take them for granted, but these guys are really good athletes. And I talked to Coach Beatty this afternoon, and I said, "Hey, Coach, how are we looking, offensive line?" And he said, "We're looking pretty good." He is excited about it. And now last year he had a pretty good line last year at times, but boy, we struggled so bad at quarterback. And I'm going to go ahead and say this and get this out of the way. We were hoping that McLean Moody was going to be our starting quarterback. That would have been his senior year. I love McLean, one of the best athletes I have ever seen. He was a freak, to be honest with you, and I mean that in a great way. You talk about a kid 6'6", run a 4.3 40 and had a cannon for an arm, and there wasn't a throw that he couldn't make. And if you have that guy at quarterback, who knows?
Difference maker.
McLean made the decision that he wanted to continue on with his baseball career, and what a great decision it was. We all backed him. We all understand that. He signed with the Pirates, and now he's on his way to the big time, and we want to wish him the best of luck. And we love you, McLean, and hope you're watching tonight. And if so, if you have any words of wisdom, anything that would help us, help our team, we invite you to let us know, because he knows the game inside and out. Saying all that gets me to this. Drew Jackson's going to be our quarterback. you want to see some kid that meets the eye test, it is him. And he's like 6'1", 6'2", good-looking kid. He stands high in the pocket. He can throw the football, and he's got a great arm. You saw him a little bit last year at the end of the year, and played as a youngster last year. And you said earlier, you get in a conference like this, man, it's brutal. It's every week. You're facing somebody that they want to tear your head off. And we're looking forward to seeing, what he can do here in this second year. I know he's excited about this year being the starting Grizzly quarterback. So we're looking forward to, he's going to get hit a couple of times. Yeah. So let's see how he recovers from that. Not tonight. That's not going to happen tonight.
But it will. A week from Friday. And what I'm looking forward to, and Coach, I'm assuming Coach Maroc runs a spread or he runs multiple formations. I don't know if he lines up in power I or anything like that, or wishbone. I'm sure he spreads it out most of the time. But a lot of people think that these spread offenses, all you do is pass, all you do is throw. But most of the teams I see in this spread, they have 1,000-yard rushers every year, and I just hope to see.
Well, that makes your spread work, correct?
Excellent. They call them run pass options now.
Right.
They used to be called play action passes. Now they're called. Which it doesn't matter. They're the same thing. And if your running game's working, those work.
Right.
If your running game's not working, then there's no sense in running a run pass option or
well, the thing about the offense that he's going to have, first of all, you got a guy that can throw the football. You've got some really good receivers. You got Bonjay Johnson, Kane Teague. Now, Kane Teague, you need to watch this kid. He's big, he's strong. His dad went to Southside. His mother went to Northside. It's a great combination. But he decided he wanted to go to Northside. He played last year. He was a freshman last year. He's a sophomore this year. His dad says, "Boy, if I could just get him as mean as I was," and his dad Josh was mean, no doubt about that. And if you could get him as mean as he was, he's going to be a factor. So Kane's going to be one of the receivers. Then you're going to have Elijah Rogers. He's going to be a tight end. Elijah, you remember him?
Oh, yeah.
Last year played some defensive end. Plus he's our punter, just a natural gifted guy that can launch a football off his foot and has no technique at all. I worked at it every day. And I couldn't kick it within 20 yards of what Elijah Rogers does. He's going to be playing tight end. But Keelan Mendoza is going to be one of our wide receivers. Keelan is a tall, good-looking kid. He has great hands, and he can do something after he catches the football, and he loves the sport. He's a baseball player, too, also a basketball player, three-sport athlete, just a very gifted kid. If you meet him, you fall in love with him right off the bat. But hopefully tonight maybe he can get some of that air time with Drew Jackson. But he's got a lot of kids he can throw it to. Now, you talk about that run-pass option or the spread. When you talk about their running backs, Warren Bijou. Remember Warren from last year? Warren has got, man, I tell you what, Warren is he's a kid that can break it up the middle. He can get it around the edge, and he loves the sport. He's the kind of kid that is yes, sir, no, sir, every time you see him. He's very polite. And then you got Jaleel Coven. When I saw Coven, we did the other day, we were getting all the green screen shots of them, and they were coming in with jerseys on and shorts. Coven is a specimen. And I said, how much you weigh? He goes 205. And he's one of those kids that looks like like an Earl Campbell type running back, but he can also get a little left and right. So it's going to be fun to watch him, and then watch Bijou, and then watch that stable of receivers we have. Richard Bracken is going to be the receivers coach as usual.
That'd be well coached then.
Yeah, and Richard, we've talked about it a lot last year. He's probably one of the best receivers that I ever saw play high school football. He was a stud, and he was a kid that he was in every play. If that play wasn't designed to come to him, he was blocking downfield. He was setting another receiver open. He was a pick for a running back. He was just every play he was in on it, and he coaches that way.
And what I'm looking forward tonight to seeing is the guys up front on offense and defense Offense, can you run block? I want to see how good the run blocking is tonight, and I want to see can the defense put pressure on Texarkana's quarterback without blitzing every day.
Do you know anything about Texarkana? I don't know a lot. I know they went 3-8 last year.
I just know that they are also they're the high school Razorbacks in Arkansas. I don't know too much about them other than back when Bazil Shabazz was playing for Pine Bluff. He scored 5 touchdowns on them in the state championship. And anyway, that's a long time ago. But anyway, other than that, I don't really know too much about Texarkana. You know that they're going to have a lot of athletes, a lot of good athletes. You know they're going to have speed. Which team's going to be the most disciplined tonight? Which one's going to be in the best shape? What players? Which team has the most players that don't mind getting hit and don't mind hitting? And
well, you know they don't have a lot on their roster either.
No, they don't.
They are coached by Leroy Hood. I don't know if you remember, he was at Southside a few years back, but he is their head coach now. And it's good. You know, these guys traveled, at least 4 hours to get here today.
On a bus.
And coming up here for a pregame scrimmage like this,
listen, I'm
knowing it's going to be hot like it is.
Yeah.
And, hope they also are safe tonight, don't have any injuries, and have a good trip back.
Absolutely. I don't like to see any kids get injured. Now, you know, twisted ankle or, you know, a bruise, something like that. That's
football right
well,
there.
That's one thing, but a broken bone or torn tendons or torn muscles or head injuries of any kind, anything like that's not – I don't like that. I don't like seeing that, but sometimes, you know what? In a collision sport like football, those things are going to happen. You don't want them to, but they're going to.
Talk about the offensive line. The starters tonight are going to be Kentrell Baker. He's going to be the left tackle. Left guard, Anthony Camise. Center, Kevin Gonzalez. Right guard, Areta Vladimir. Right tackle is going to be Charlie Scott. Front line for your defense is going to be Hunter Hansen. He's going to be at defensive end. He comes in with some experience. Now, that's Coach Hansen's son, and he's a good kid and obviously a well-coached kid. Caden Dye, defensive tackle. Raheem Whitaker, the other defensive tackle. Defensive end is Amani Marshall. That's where it happens, right there.
Absolutely.
You know, your defensive line, your offensive line. And when we talk about the new coaches, let me give you a little more information on some of the new guys. Talked about Brett Schrabel, who's going to be the defensive coordinator. Defensive line is going to be coached by Johnny Gibson. He came from Maumelle High School. He's from Dumas. That's where he grew up. Went to Maumelle, or coached at Maumelle High School. He walked on at the University of Arkansas as an offensive lineman, earned a scholarship. Started 28 games in the SEC, spent some time with the Eagles. This is his 4th year coaching. Now, when you meet him, Jeff, he is a specimen. He reminds me of you when you were in college. I mean, he's a dude now. I'm telling you that.
People that went to college with us are listening to this, and they're going, "What are you talking about?"
Oh man. Oh, okay. Aaron Archie coaches defensive ends, and he's the special teams coordinator. He's from Detroit, Motown, baby. Spent the past 2 seasons coaching linebackers at Arkansas Tech. So we got another Wonder Boy here.
Yeah, go.
So he was there with Coach Maroc the last
deal.
2 years. He played at Indiana State. He was their all-time leading tackler. Has Division I and II coaching experience. He was at Arkansas Tech, Florida Tech, Presbyterian, and Indiana State. Josh Davis is going to coach the linebackers. He's from El Dorado, played linebacker at Henderson, multiple all-conference and all-American honors, came from Camden Fairview High School. This is his 4th year coach, and he was at Camden, Arkansas Baptist, East Central. He played some D2 ball in Oklahoma. These guys are, you start reading their bios, man, we got an impressive coaching staff.
Yes, sir.
And then you go back to the guys that are already here. And one thing that I always think means a lot is you got guys like Coach Frazier that was a Northside standout, played quarterback for the Grizzlies. It's in his blood. He loves this. He wants to win as much as anybody does. He's one of the most emotional people that I know, and he and I trade stories a lot about some of our actions in the press box when we get a bad call, or you've seen a little of that, haven't you?
Yeah. Well, I saw a little of that when I was coaching against him. I saw a lot. He was one of the most passionate and enthusiastic coaches I've ever been around. And I mean, he's like that.
Well, he's acting like
all the time.
Yeah.
Well, I don't mean off the field. On the field, man, when he gets between the lines, he's just tunnel vision, man. It's enthusiasm. Get after it, and let's go.
And he did it. He played that way.
Oh,
and
yeah.
He expected his kids to play that way.
Absolutely.
A little while ago, you were talking about football being a collision sport. And I want to thank all of our sponsors that help us fund the Grizzly Sports Network. We do appreciate everyone. It's a joint effort between us and them. And if it wasn't for them, we have no broadcast. And we again welcome Chick-fil-A in as our main sponsor. But we had a cool sponsor. Dustin Hughes called me the other day. He's out at the Autoplex. They got a location in Alma. They got one in Van Buren. They got one in Fort Smith. But he said, let me ask you this. He said, we'd love to be on your live stream, but I got an idea. Tell me if you can do this. I said, all right. He said, towards the end of the game, could you have like a collision of the game and give that to one of the players? And I said, man, that would be so cool. So we can hype that through the game, and that's going to be given away at the end of the game. And that's going to be one of the things that you'll do. You'll pick the guy that gets the collision of the game. And when I was talking to the kids during Meet the Grizzlies and the parents a couple weeks ago, I told him we were going to have that. And I said, but it's got to be a legal hit.
Yes.
It can't be a bounty hunter type deal like Roger Magnus. But got to be a legal hit, and you'll announce that at the end of the game. And that's going to be the Autoplex collision of the game. So we're looking forward to that. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we'll have some red zone stuff and halftime stuff, so we're looking forward to that. Or Chevrolet and Cadillac Nissan is back with us this year. We're looking forward to doing business with them, and I've bought a bunch of their vehicles now.
Oh, I'm sure.
A bunch.
I was going to ask if the Cadillac place is going to give us a vehicle to go to away games in.
I like that. So I'm going to give you somebody's phone number.
Yeah, now you better call them. But I tell you what, though, if I see a running back from Northside give somebody a forearm shiver.
Explain the forearm shiver.
Well, that's where you take your forearm and you hit somebody so hard with your forearm they just shiver all the way to the ground. And Larry Zonka,
he was the pro at it.
Oh, and he did it so bad to a defensive back that they called a unnecessary roughness penalty on Larry Zonka, the running back.
And so that's open to offense, defense, so it doesn't have to be a defensive player get the collision of the game.
If I see a pulling guard come over there and pancake block a defensive end,
ride it up.
That might be the collision of the
game.
Ride it up. Yeah.
And we need to have something for them.
Yeah.
Like there needs to be something. I don't know. I don't want to promote anything.
No, we're not promoting cheap shots.
Yeah, no, that's got to be. That's exactly right.
They're out.
Okay.
Just to be clear about that. And if anybody, you're promoting cheap. No.
Well, do you remember when we were at Tech, and the rules were different back then? There was no quarterback protection or targeting or anything like
protection.
That. Yeah, you got your brains beat out, no question. But they had that, I can't say it on the air, but the award that was presented every game for, that particular kind of hit, and that was legal or illegal. And the same guy would tend to win it. One or two guys, either David Brooks or Roger Magnus, every game, and the prize or what you got for that was a steak dinner at Old South.
That'd be
you either win that or you'd have Tommy Horton take you there. Tommy Horton, how many times did you go to the Old South and he promised to pay and then he'd bolt?
I don't know.
Every time we went.
I can't. And then somebody like John Clemens or Tim Treese or Biggin, they'd be left with a check.
Yeah. Clemens got left with it one time, and that was the end of that.
He wasn't happy about that at all. And, of course, I don't blame him. But anyway, that's I'm looking forward to tonight, and I think this is also a time, a scrimmage game is also a time to work out get all your mental mistakes out of your system. And a week from Friday, those mental mistakes better be gone, because the more mental mistakes you make during the game, it could cost you a win. So they need to get all those out of the way tonight.
How important is a preseason scrimmage like this for a coach? I mean, and the learning experience for, these kids on the field. And I know that you're protecting against injuries. That's the main thing. But how important is it to see your kids compete against somebody other than your teammates?
Well, that's the one thing I've heard coaches talk about all my life, is hitting somebody else. Okay, now we know how you can hit each other. Now we want to see that both these teams are looking forward to hitting somebody else. Also, you pretty well know who your starters are going to be.
Yeah.
Coach Maroc and his staff pretty much have their offensive, defensive starters posted, and they know who they're going to be. A week from Friday night, they know who's going. Now there may be 2 or 3 kids out here tonight that step it up a little bit and make some good plays, and they could find themselves at the top of the depth chart and be starting instead of.
Well, that's a great point.
That's
a great point.
Thanks.
So what's that going through that number 2, number 3 kid, that if he has a good showing tonight, they get a chance to maybe get some playing time with the ones.
If the 2 and 3s want it bad enough, you're going to see it tonight. And if they want playing time bad enough, this is where you show it.
Right.
Tonight, this is a good place for you to show it. And if your leadership skills are like this, is a good night to get better at that as well. But for these younger players and these guys that don't have very much experience in varsity ball, if you want more playing time, get after it. Get after another team tonight, and then come back tomorrow and Thursday and get after it in practice. Just keep getting after it, keep getting after it, keep getting after it. That's how you earn playing time, is when it's your turn to go in, be ready to go and play with enthusiasm and play all out every down.
And tonight is an opportunity for us as a team, the Grizzly Sports Network, to try to work out some kinks before we go live in a couple weeks against Southside at Southside. And this is a complicated operation. There's so many things that can go wrong, things that can go right, and so we'll work some of that out tonight. So we want you to bear with us. The first thing that happened to us when we got here this morning to start setting up is we found out that there is no internet. They had a cyber attack about a month ago, and they're still working their way in. I think the main building has limited use.
Wow.
But we have no internet here in the press box, so we're having to go off a hotspot. And hopefully that holds together. But, I'm just giving you kind of a pre-warning that hang in there with us, because tonight may be a little rough broadcast-wise, but we're working at it just like the Grizzlies are going to be working at it tonight. No fireworks, no some of the extra things that we put into a broadcast probably won't be available tonight, but they will be by the time we open up against Southside on the 29th.
And we got Commodores on the PA, so that life is good.
You got to love that. Had a little twist and shout to start the show.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah, so the kids will now, they'll go into the locker room. Actually, a little ahead of schedule. They weren't supposed to head to the locker room until about 6:35. They may start a little early. We came on early so we could get Coach Maroc mic'd up while he was doing calisthenics, because they didn't want to get him when he's trying to coach. So appreciate him giving us that airtime. But they're a little ahead of schedule right now. They weren't supposed to go in until about 6:35. They're going to team up at 6:50, take the field at 6:55, and then they're going to beat Arkansas High at 7 o'clock.
Right on.
Post-game meals, Gusano's, sponsored by Gusano's. I know Hardee's took care of the pregame meal for the kids. I actually got, we went over to, I'm trying to think where we went. We were going to go to Chick-fil-A, and we didn't have enough time.
That's never a bad choice.
No, they're opening up a new place.
Where's that going to be?
Dude, it's right over there. You can see it from the interstate, where McDonald's is, over there where Greenwood is going to run into Zero.
Yep.
That McDonald's, it's behind that.
Okay.
And I talked to Hannah, who's the district manager, about the location, and she said, man, they spend a lot of money to figure out locations, and she said, so I trust what they're doing. It's going to be a good place. And I've always said, man, if we could get our government to run like Chick-fil-A does, we'd all be in good shape.
Well, we wouldn't be, well, we won't get into politics.
Thank you, because that's all we hear every day, all day.
Well, if you stay on social media long enough, you'll hear it and see it.
You do.
But I'm glad Chick-fil-A is doing that, and you got them as a sponsor. That's a good deal.
Yeah, they're great people.
Yep.
And we're good to spend a lot of time with them in the press box for probably every home game. They'll come in and do some live interviews. We'll kind of find out what they have going on. They got a new sandwich out now, and I definitely want to. It's not an experiment. You're going to like it.
Oh yeah.
Everything that they do,
absolutely,
I like. All right, on the docket tonight at 7 o'clock. Like I said, they're probably going to start a little bit early. But the varsity, the scrimmage begins. The first half is normal game clock operation, and then at the end of that first half, they have a 15-minute halftime. Then the second half will be a running clock. That's going to be the JV, and we'll be here for all of it. All the drives are going to start at the 30-yard line regardless of the previous drive outcome. All special teams are going to be dead. Punt return, all 22 will be on field. There's not going to be a rush. There's not going to be a cover. It's going to be an automatic fair catch. The kickoff return is going to be the same. All 22 will be on the field. They're just going to go through the motions on that. Field goals and the field goal block, same thing. No rush. They'll have the snap, the hold, and the kick. And if they have a long snapper like my broadcast partner, it will be on the money. You'll never be able to blame it on the long snapper. All the turnovers, interceptions, and the fumbles, you'll change possessions, but that's going to be dead. The CEO of Northside has just walked into the press box. Coach, principal, Chris Carter, good to have him. Boy, you talk about a specimen. Man, he has really, his complete look has changed. But, I've got a headset for him. Let me get him on while he's here.
He looks spelt.
Oh, he is.
I guarantee you. Looks like he can go out there and play right now. No.
All right, Coach, can you hear me all right? All right, I can't hear you, so let's make sure that we got you plugged in.
Yeah.
Coach, can you hear me? How about now? I can't hear you, but you can hear us? Okay. Well, hopefully you're coming through. We'll get Jonathan over here to check on the connection. Yeah, I mean, it's really turned out to be a good night. You know, you had a little bit of cloud cover.
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
Got me,
Jonathan. Yes, sir. All right, this is Principal Carter, CEO of Northside. And,
yeah.
He was helping us this morning. Man, we first thing that happened is we didn't have an internet connection, and he kind of explained what was going on for that. But we worked our way through it. We got the hot spot, and I think that ought to hold.
I know the Carter family is watching. I've got Tama at home watching, and then Kaylin down in Poto is watching. She's not going to be. I don't think she's going to be here tonight. Maybe.
What about our dance team coach?
Maddie's. Here.
Well, I know Kaylin, but now Maddie.
Oh, Maddie's in Baton Rouge, and she's watching.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we sure had a good time with her group.
Yeah, that was fun. She was so thankful that we were able to do that. And those girls, what's interesting about that is a lot of them have never been in a mountain lake like that. And so us being able to take them down there and let them see that scenery, they were just absolutely floored by how pretty it was.
Well, and Jeff knows. I mean, I was bragging to him about what we were able to do, but what actually happened is Chris's daughter is the dance team coach at LSU. They had a camp in Hot Springs, and when the camp was over, then they wanted to all go to the lake. And so Chris, who has one of those go-fast boats that you can surf behind and all that, and I've got a pontoon boat. You just put a lot of people on it, and we kind of teamed up at Ouachita. And I will say this, they are probably, no doubt, they are the most polite, well-mannered bunch of girls that I've ever been around in my life.
Yeah, they were very kind, very sweet, very thankful, and you know, that's why they're national champions.
Yeah.
I mean, they do everything together. And not to correct you on there, but Maddie's actually the director of ops for both Spirit Squads and cheerleading and dance. But Candace Hale is the Tiger Girl.
And she was there.
She was there.
Yeah. Yes.
Matter of fact, she was talking to me about possibly bringing her family to Lake Ouachita next summer.
Okay.
Because she wanted her family to see it. You know, FaceTiming or taking pictures doesn't do it a whole lot of justice, but Candace, and of course Maddie's been down there several times, but the girls they were very nice kids, and I was happy to be able to do that, and I appreciate you doing that for us. And you know, my buddy Rick Tender, he couldn't wait to go.
You know, and as much fun as we have with Rick, he was a vital part of what they did, because he stayed back in the back of that boat with them, and he helped them in, helped them out, and you know, he's struggling a little bit. He's struggling a little bit, but he didn't let it show. And he was a trooper the whole day.
In his words, it killed a normal man.
Yeah, yes,
you know, he says
that's
that all
right.
the time.
But what he did really helped those girls, and they had no idea that he was in pain doing it. But
he would have never let them know that.
No, he sure would.
But you know, I'm excited about tonight. Not to switch gears on you. Yeah, we've been talking about this for several months, and we're looking forward. I had a long conversation with Coach Maroc this afternoon. He's excited to get to play against somebody else.
Right.
Excited that our kids get to run the ball against somebody else, tackle somebody else, and I'm excited for him and to get this one behind him.
Right.
Just to give him the opportunity to go back in, debrief with his staff, and talk about the goods and the bads, or the goods and not so goods, if that's how you want to look at it, and you know, hopefully make some adjustments before we travel 4 miles to Southside High School.
We all are using this to our advantage to work out our kinks. The broadcast team's doing the same thing, making sure that everything works like it's supposed to. What doesn't work, we'll have fixed by the time we play Southside. I'm going to ask you, you know, and this is true for me, but at this time every year, you still start getting butterflies a little bit.
Yes. As a matter of fact, Tam and I went to La Huerta this evening. You know, it's Taco Tuesday.
Yeah.
And I couldn't hardly eat my food. Just because
look at you, brother. You're just
I'm telling you.
Unbelievable.
I'm looking good.
Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Because you've been working all day.
I have. I've been
working
running.
out and doing all that. Yeah.
I've been.
Well,
good for
I asked him last year. I said, well, one Saturday, me and you come out here and punt some football, because he has the greatest story of a punter I've ever heard. And if we have time, I want him to tell it, because it is hilarious. But he was all conference, just set records. He hit those tabletop spirals and out kick coverages and all that. So I said, why don't me and you, we'll go out and kick one Saturday. And this was last year. He goes, no. Now he's going to want to go out and kick something.
You know, Coach Fleur, we all love Coach Fleur. You know, class of 80, Northside High School graduate, longtime football coach, head coach here for 10 years.
All of
great things, Hall of Famer. We had a running little joke, because I ran my mouth one day during lunch that I could still come out here and kick from the numbers, kick the ball over this press box. And so that never happened.
Did you try?
I tried, and I think I got to about row 6. And he didn't see me do it, and so I knew right then that was going to be the end of that. And I never brought it up again. But unfortunately, he's got a mind like an elephant, and he remembers.
Oh, he does.
And,
no question about that.
Every time I see him, he'll remind me about me coming out here and trying to do that. But you know, that's the kind of relationship that we have.
Well, we have a couple of minutes. Now, when he was kicking at Henderson, they were going to play UCA. UCA had a premier punt returner,
Tyree Davis.
Yeah, ended up going into pros, and he was a guy that you did not want to kick it to.
Yep.
And so when they played UCA, Ken Turner was this head coach who was the kicking coach at Arkansas.
Oh, yeah.
Before he went to Henderson, was the head coach for Chris.
He was the guy behind Steve Little, Steve Cox, Ish Ordonez, Kendall Trainer, Greg Little.
That's some good kickers right there now. Wow.
He was the mind behind that.
He knew kickers.
Oh, yeah.
And so I'm going to let you take it from here.
Well,
so they got to play UCA, and he had all this information or all this advice for Chris.
Oh, yeah.
Chris.
He tells me, and people, I'm being animated because, you can't see me on air, but he would point at me from practice and he would tell me, don't you dare kick it to Tyree Davis. He said, whatever you do not kick it to Tyree Davis. This guy was an All-American running wide receiver. He was an All-American kick returner. Played about 6 or 7 years as a kick returner for Tampa Bay after college. So the guy was amazing. He was from All-Timer, Arkansas.
Wow.
Which is down by Pine Bluff. But anyway, long story short, we get to Conway. It's a chilly afternoon, and I'm out there warming up, and there's people in the bleachers. And I'm catching my routine, coach, was to catch 4 or 5 snaps before I kicked anything, just to get my mind right. You know how kickers are; they're weird anyway. And so I catch it. Yeah, exactly. I catch about the 3rd snap, and somebody in the bleachers, it was crowded. Somebody yelled, "Kick the ball, Carter! We came to see you punt." Well, I had no idea who that was. I mean, there's people in it, so I'm thinking my head just went from this big to this big.
Oh yeah,
huge. So I'm kicking the football during pregame, and I'm kicking it pretty good, 45, 50 yards. Well, we get through pregame, we get to the first 4th down, and Coach Turner comes over and grabs me, and he says, "Don't you dare kick it to Tyree Davis." Yeah, before I go out on the field.
Oh yeah. And
we're on about the 30. The ball, I'm standing on our own 30, and Tyree is playing me short, so he's on about the 35 this way, about 35 yards away. And I'm thinking, well, I'm fixing to impress everybody because I'm going to kick it over his head, and I'm going to pin him back here about the 15. And so I catch the ball, and I take my step, and I kick it, and it goes 3 yards and 8 rows up on the home side.
That's a S Hank.
They
that is.
They actually had to throw, the fans had to throw the ball back in play.
Oh no.
And I just dropped my head, and I go walking off the field, and I'm looking for Coach Turner because he was pretty loud. And I mean, I love the man today. The man's almost 90 years old, is still in great shape. But he comes running down the sidelines, and he gets right up in my face. Nobody can hear him, and my whole dauber's down, my head's down. He looked at me, and he went, "Great job."
That's better than 6, isn't it?
So, yeah.
That's awesome.
So he forgave me, and I still had a terrible night, but all in fun. Kenny Turner's one of the greatest. I can tell you the guy has been a consultant for as many kickers as you could probably name, not only in college but also in the NFL. They would bring him back after retirement. Houston Nutt would do it all the time at Ole Miss. Gus Malzahn did it when he was at Auburn. He's just that kind of guy, and they would actually bring him in and work mini camps, even in his mid-70s and late 70s, because he had that kind of mind. I remember one time, and this is not about me, I want to talk Northside football, but one time, I've never seen anybody do this, but the guy could work 3 stopwatches at one time. Ken Turner, he had 2 in one hand, and one, he was going snap to kick, catch to kick, and then hang time.
Wow.
And it sounded like this. And he'd stand behind you.
He made you better, though.
Yeah, he'd stand behind you, and he could go snap to catch to kick, and then hang time. And he was as accurate as anybody you could ever imagine. Now think of that. Old stopwatch is in your hand. He's got 2 in one and 1 in the other, and he's working all of the buttons at the same time.
A lot of people don't get how important the deep snapper is, especially on punts.
Jeff was my deep snapper.
Yeah. Well, a really good story, not a good story, but a sentimental one for me. I was at the Arkansas Educators Conference in Little Rock a couple of weeks ago, and what I call my deep snapper, Jason Williams. No, Jason, I went blank, Turner. Anyway, he's retiring. He was a longtime principal in Conway area, and I got to see him for the first time in years, and got to catch up with him. And he and I spent, y'all know, hours together on the practice field, and he became a good friend of mine when we were in college. And then he went and did his thing, and I did mine. But he just retired. He's retired after 28 years. He retired as a principal from Conway area. I won't say Conway High School, but Conway area. I asked him what he was going to do. He said, "I don't know." Probably nothing. I said, well, good for you, brother. I still got a little left in me, but I told him, good for him.
Now, did y'all have a lot of speed on your punt coverage team?
Yeah.
My junior year, I can remember we had our punter had really good hang time. I mean, it was like 4.2 to 4.6 seconds. And we had the slowest guys on our punt team that year were me and the punter.
Yep.
And the other guys were running anywhere from 4.3 to 4.5s.
Yeah.
And so
it makes a difference.
And I mean, they were right there at that guy's face. He was doing this right here, and they were already right there.
I asked Coach Turner one time, what is the perfect punt? He said, 4s across the board. Huh. I said, really? He said, 44 yards, 4.4 seconds.
Let me tell you.
Wow.
Let me give you
Let
me give you an idea of what I dealt with. We didn't really have a specific coach for kicking.
Yeah.
And we were playing Harding, and the field wasn't, really good shape. You know what I mean?
I do.
This is before turf.
I've been there.
We had a 4th down and 29. I was sent out to punt. Now, this is the first game I punted. The starting punter had been released the week before. He grew some kind of plant. I'm not sure what it was, but I don't think it was legal.
Probably
so
not.
He was let go, and they asked me to punt that week, and that coach came to me before the game and said, now, we're really going to lean on you tonight. Well, I knew that was the case because we didn't get a lot of first downs. First time I went out, 4th down and 29, and I got a great snap from Jeff, and I actually stepped in a hole with my left foot, not a deep hole, but it kind of got me off a little bit, and I didn't shank it, but it went dead right, 28 yards. So I get to the sideline, and the defensive back coach, I guess that's what he coached, maybe defensive.
Who was that?
Virgil.
Yeah.
And he said, son, you didn't even punt a first down. And I'm like, how many punters in their life have ever been told they didn't punt a first down?
Didn't punt a first down.
Well, I know how you feel. I've been down that road several times. But all in all, I had a great time at Henderson State. Matter of fact, and I know y'all had a good time at Tech. My dad went to Arkansas Tech, played football over there. But I am fortunate enough to have some really cool alumni friends from Henderson State. And one of them is a guy named Chris Campbell. And y'all may know his dad. His dad was Don Campbell, longtime coach at Wynn.
Yep.
And you know him, Coach. And,
I know him.
Don. It used to crack me up when they'd interview him because he'd say, we threw 3 passes, we completed all 3 of them to the wrong team. Because he was a wing T guy.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway.
Now, what did they call him, the general?
The general.
Yeah.
So Don's son, Chris Campbell, and I became good friends in college. Well, Chris is he's also a big Razorback club guy, but his roots are at Arkadelphia at Henderson State.
Okay.
And so he has put together, and I want you to think about this, he's put together a reunion that right now has over 330 people that are going to attend, and they go all the way back to the late 50s.
Oh, my goodness.
Henderson State guys. So for me, there's a laundry list of guys, obviously, that I'm going to get to see that I haven't seen in a long time. But even those –
probably hadn't seen some of them since college.
35 years.
Yeah.
And some of those old hats are going to be there. Some of the guys that, when I was there in the late 80s and early 90s, that I looked up to because they were hanging on the wall from the 60s and, the late 50s, 60s, and 70s. So I'm looking forward to that. Matter of fact, Ernest Roan is going to be there. He was a Miami Dolphins team captain and a bad dude, played linebacker. He's from Ashdown. Woo! He played 10 years in the NFL, played for the Dolphins. He was the team captain, I believe, on the Super Bowl team, if I'm not mistaken. He's coming. So
we got some more celebrities coming in. Matt Blaylock.
Oh, boy.
Okay, well, I tell you what, we have a little hiccup here roster-wise. Let me let's take a break. Let's go to Autoplex, and when we come back, we'll get Matt taken care of. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
At Autoplex Collision Repair, we're not just about fixing cars. We're committed to providing the best customer experience. Our team is here to guide you through every step of the repair process. We make it easy, transparent, and stress-free. And with convenient locations in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley, your repair is always close to home. At Autoplex, your satisfaction is our priority. Visit fixrex.com to schedule your repair today and see why customers trust Autoplex.
Have you been to the River Valley's only multi-sport facility? Then let's hang out. The Hangout in Fort Smith is the only sports facility that offers indoor tennis and pickleball, indoor and outdoor basketball, and has now added multiple soccer fields. Soccer leagues are forming soon. Did you know the Hangout also has an 8,000 square foot fitness center with bar, yoga, HIIT, and Pilates classes? The Hangout, 5400 Gary Street, or thehangoutfs.com. Fitness, sports, and more. Let's hang out.
REP is your trusted source when it's time for you to sell your business, or if you are looking to acquire one. We offer a variety of services that help prepare your business for sale, and we also counsel and advise you every step of the way. We take pride in our experience, market knowledge, and integrity. You can be assured your business is in the right hands. Resolution Equity Partners, partnering with you now, preparing for the future.
Uncertain on how much your repair is going to cost? At Autoplex Collision Repair, we understand that unexpected accidents can leave you financially stressed. That's why we offer Repair Now, Pay Later. Start your repairs today and spread the payments over time, so you don't have to wait to get back on the road. With flexible payment options, you get the repairs you need without the financial burden. Let's get you back on the road, worry-free. Visit fixrex.com to learn more and start your repair today.
With an older car, there's so much maintenance. Knowing that my brakes are covered for life with the Golden Guarantee is a relief. I'd like to be driving this car forever, so that's why I keep taking it back to Midas.
At Escape Camper Vans, we exist to make the outdoors more accessible. We have about 630 vans in our fleet. These vehicles get so much wear and tear. Knowing that there's a warranty on parts through Midas, the Golden Guarantee is so important to our business.
Business to do business, not paperwork. That's where the skills of Potts & Company certified public accountants can help you succeed. Trust the experienced professionals of Potts & Company for tax preparation, bookkeeping, and other business services. Using QuickBooks for your operations? They're QuickBooks experts. The Potts & Company team can help you establish, organize, and optimize your QuickBooks for utmost effectiveness. Visit pottscpa.com to learn more.
Welcome back to Mayo Thompson Field. Getting ready to have a preseason scrimmage against Arkansas High Razorbacks and our Grizzlies. They had to make about a 4.5 hour trip here. I'm glad everything has worked out weather-wise. A little bit of cloud cover maybe helped the heat. Just glad we didn't get any. Well, we did have some lightning earlier.
Yep.
But right now we're not having those issues. We got a new cameraman breaking him in tonight. He's on the camera stand in the east end zone. That's Aaron, and we'll see how everybody does tonight. I need to make a retraction too. I said that Drew Jackson was 6'1", 6'2". He is 6'4". His dad told Matt, said, no, he's 6'4". I told you, hey, he's eye candy, baby. I mean, when you see him, you're going to say, yeah, this kid's a player. And he does have a cannon for an arm, and he loves the sport. He's coachable, and I'm looking forward to big things from him tonight. Boy, I want to keep him safe, though.
Yes,
keep him safe.
And you know, and that's a good word that you just mentioned there, coachable.
Yeah.
And it's especially truer today than probably ever been during these times that you have kids that are coachable. Makes a coach's job a lot easier if you have players that are coachable. and that want to learn and that want to get better every day.
And you got experience of that in both sides too, because there's so many kids that are not coachable.
Unfortunately, you're right.
And some good athletes.
Oh, yeah.
That's the tough thing about it. It's a hard pill to swallow when you have a really good athlete that just does not want to fit in, and you can't keep them in the program. So,
and you know what? That goes all the way from Pee Wees to the NFL.
Yeah.
And so that's.
I'm looking down on the sideline right now, and I don't know if we can get a shot of number 21. That's Abram Dodson. He's a free safety. He is a starter, but he's not dressed out tonight. He's got his game jersey on.
Yep.
And I don't know if we had.
Is he limping a little bit? Looking like to me he's limping some.
Maybe we can get a word with him. Find out. He may be limping a little bit. I've talked to him pretty much every day for the last week or so, and he seemed good. But he is not dressed out tonight. And he's a free safety starter. And that is our volleyball girls. And I went to the red-white game last night, and Jeff, I was telling you earlier, the quality of the athletes. Matt Wack has done such a great job coaching that team. Southside's always been like they've been like Lady Bear basketball. And Natalie Throneberry's the coach over there. She does a really good job for them. But Matt Wack has really put a team together. They swept Southside last year, the last time they played them, and ended up getting into the playoffs. And so they had a good year last year. But, boy, watching them yesterday in the red-white game, it was very impressive. And we're going to have the coaches' shows anytime that the volleyball girls are in town on a Tuesday night. We're going to have the coaches' show right before the volleyball game and then transition into that. So we're going to be able to bring you a lot of volleyball action this year.
That's awesome.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching that. That's now, I haven't watched too much high school volleyball, but watch a lot. Of course, watch it in the Olympics, and then watch college girls. And I tell you what, they're just impressive. Those girls that I've seen play in college.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, well, girls, they're women. And how good athletes they are, and how they'll give up their bodies and dive on those wood floors. And and
some of the digs that they make, and the anticipation to try to get that dig. I mean, it's really it's fun to watch, but it's just like football. It's just like the basketball. If you don't watch it in person, if you don't come see it in person, you can't really appreciate the actual athletic ability and what they do.
They're very impressive.
Yeah. And they've got some good ones, so we're looking forward to them.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise and move?
Okay, Jonathan just got me some information. Abram was in a car wreck, totaled his car, so hopefully he is all right. We have the Pledge of Allegiance now, then we're going to have the national anthem.
And to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Saw that we were in a little bit of trouble getting the national anthem on the PA, and they took over, so thank you to them. Let's play ball. You gotta love it. Well, we're getting really pretty close to game time. I'm excited to see. And I've watched, some of their scrimmages. Texarkana now is going to take the field. Here's the east end, they're getting ready to come out. Bears. So we're just about ready to get this thing going. It's going to be really close to 7 o'clock. They actually went into the locker rooms about 10 or 12 minutes early. Get an early kick, but they're going to continue on the schedule, so it's going to be 7 o'clock when we start. It is definitely heavy. It is hot out there. It's a little hotter on that turf. It kind of absorbs that heat, kind of holds it in. Field looks a lot better this year. They got rid of a lot of rubber, Jeff, that was, you could see it after the games last year.
So they had excess rubber?
Yeah.
Got to get rid of some of it?
Yeah, they got
how often do they have to redo these?
The fields?
Fields, yeah.
You're looking at usually 10 to 12 years, and it's close for both schools, Northside and Southside.
Okay.
Remember, all the kickoffs, all kicking game, all 22 players will be on the field. No cover, it's an automatic fair catch. Drives will start at the 30-yard line, regardless of the previous drive outcome. And tonight's broadcast brought to you by Chick-fil-A. And I don't know, Jeff, now we may, if we have an Autoplex collision of the game tonight.
Okay.
Go ahead and, you kind of keep up with that.
Okay.
Don Marock, first year as a head coach. A lot of coaching experience for him. Have a lot of coaching changes in the last couple of years. Basketball last year with Cody Wilmouth. How fun was that?
That was beautiful.
Golly,
I loved it when I got to come and watch that live and got to broadcast some games. I had a blast. He was really fun to talk to, and
he's emotional.
Oh yeah, and he's never, and I know I've used this word a lot, but he's never short on enthusiasm.
No, and he's contagious.
Oh yeah, very.
And Grace, his wife.
Yep.
We played Bryant early in the season and played him really good and ended up getting beat. The first thing Grace said to me, she goes, "Well, there goes our undefeated season." And she's a promoter.
And, it helps a coach to have a spouse like that.
Yeah. Oh, and we talk about that every year. Coach's show.
Oh, yeah.
All the coaches that I interviewed during Coach's show, I try to make it a point to say thank you to their wives and how important they are to the success of the program, because you were a coach. Hey, it's not Friday night. It's year-round.
No, it is now.
Yeah.
It's with all the camps and 7-on-7s and the travel ball and all that stuff. It's 12 months out of the year.
And Abram Dodson was in a car wreck, totaled his car, and he looks to be okay. I mean, like you said, he have a limp.
Yeah.
But hopefully
that's why he's not dressed out.
Yeah, hopefully there were no injuries. Yeah, but that is why he's not dressed out. So the Grizzlies will get the football first. Jaden Charles is going to be deep.
So I'm assuming these are the two guys that are going to be deep.
Jaden Charles and Jalen Chavez is going to be deep with him.
For the Grizzlies.
Now you see number 0 out there. That's Jaleel Colvin. He's at the 20-yard line. That is a specimen.
Okay.
He's at about 205 right now, and
he looks like it.
Yeah, he's a player. This will be Cody Wilder that's going to kick it off for the Razorbacks. He approaches, the ball's airborne. We're underway now, and that's going to be taken at the 30, but that was what's going to happen no matter what. That was Hunter Hanson that fielded that ball. Hunter plays defensive end. He was a starter last year. He's going to be in on a lot of tackles. You remember Jonah Calderera?
Oh, yeah.
He's wearing number 44 this year, took Lucas's number. That was their dad's number when he was at Northside. Sentimental to them, and it was fun to watch the brothers play together last year. I'm sure that Lucas will be watching the Grizzly Sports Network, so I'm cheering his brother on. All right, we are at the 30-yard line now. Drew's going to clap and get the snap. That's Bijou. Bijou will get about to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup to 5. Bijou's a special running back. He also has good hands. They'll use him as a receiver some too. You know, one back in the backfield. That's going to be Bijou. Split wide to the left side is going to be Vonjay Johnson. Bijou gets the call again up the middle, and he is a kid that is not going to go down with first contact as he gets over midfield to the 48-yard line. They'll go tempo here. They'll get to the line of scrimmage. Drew will look over the line. He's going to clap, get the snap. And that is Bijou again. Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Pickup of about 3 to the 45-yard line. That's going to bring up a second down. Pickup of 2, second down and 8. Bijou, the lone back in the backfield. There'll be a flag thrown. That's something that you'll probably see a little bit of tonight, being the first night.
Oh, yeah. Flag on the play. And we talked earlier about the mental mistakes, and there's one right there.
Now you look in the slot over there, Kane Teague, number 88, just a sophomore. He's going to be a great player. He's a great player now. He's got the size. Just want to get him a little bit meaner. Keelan, right side, that little swing pass to Warren Bijou, and he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
Number 1, Drew Jackson on the pass to number 8.
That's going to bring up a 3rd down and 10. Line of scrimmage is the 47-yard line. Again, thank you for everybody that's tuning in tonight for this preseason scrimmage. It's the Grizzlies and the Razorbacks from Texarkana.
At the 47-yard line.
Ball on the right hash. Drew looks, has some time, is going to roll out now, throws, it's intercepted. It's picked off at the 45-yard line. He gets back probably the 48-yard line. And that's Xavier Crawford. He is a senior defensive back, 6'3". I remember number 6. You don't want to make it that easy for him.
You know, the offensive line, I wanted to see how the run blocking was going to do. They started out pretty well, then had that penalty, and that cost them.
Now they're having to go back to the 30-yard line. Each drive's going to start at the 30.
Ball to be spotted at the 30-yard line
for the
Razorbacks. 1st and 10 Razorbacks.
Dason Butler's going to split wide to the right side. And Thomas Braylon split wide to the left, one back in the backfield. He gets the call. He's going to have a lot of room over midfield, and he's going to have to beat one guy. He cannot do that. But after a big game, that's Jalen Chavez made the stop.
On the stop, flag on the play.
There's a flag back at the 31, so that ball's going to come back. They're going to get called for holding.
Maybe that's how he got outside so quick.
Usually if you see getting daylight that easy, there may be a hold.
Well, I tell you what, though, he hit that outside pretty doggone quick.
Well, he did. That's Tony Noble. He's a 6'2" running back, just a junior. We went 3-8 last year. Leroy Hood is their coach. 5-18. They'll have to play. I think they play Little Rock Catholic their opening game. I don't know if Catholic still plays at War Memorial or if that has changed.
I think they do.
Well, that is okay, write that down, Jeff. That
I give that number 52.
Collusion of the game, yes.
52.
Yep. That's Caden Dodd, defensive lineman.
Okay, now what are we calling that again?
The Autoplex collision of the game.
Collision.
All the way back to the 14-yard line. And that's second down and 25 yards.
At the 14-yard line.
Eli Wall is the quarterback for the Razorbacks. He's a junior. He gets the snap, looks left, he's going to throw. He has a man open in and out of the hands of Braylon Thomas.
Number 10's ball pass, incomplete, intended for number 7, Thomas. Third down.
It'll be a third and long for the Razorbacks.
Number 5, Max Chavez in coverage.
All right, Ronan Ketchum and Jonah Calderera inside the linebackers. Ketchum, who can play quarterback too. He wears number 12. I love the number. That's what I wore. I think I'm going to get a tattoo.
Now that was good position football by those the defensive end and the defensive tackle. They did a really good job there, shutting that down, not letting it get to the edge.
Speaking of Coach Will Math and his wife Grace, they are in the stands supporting these Grizzlies. That's another thing I love about the coaches here. They are there to help the other sports.
Absolutely.
Promote those sports.
To receive for Northside. Number 39 in
All right, Jaden Charles is going to be deep,
for Texarkana.
be it at the Razorbacks 48. That's where he's going to set up. That was a good snap. Remember, this is dead. Nice kick. It's not going to turn over, but he'll take it at the 47-yard line. Now they'll go back to the 30. That's where this possession will start, like every one of them for the rest of the night, regardless of the outcome of the previous drive. All right, possession number 2 for the Grizzlies.
Did a good job running the ball on possession number 1. Let's see if they come out on this possession and do the same thing.
Jackson gets the snap. He's going to throw it. Rogers wasn't looking. He was the intended receiver.
Jackson
that was Elijah Rogers.
Intended for number 10.
He's going to play receiver. He's also going to be the punter for the Grizzlies.
Johnson.
Kind of reminds you of a Chewy Parga in the past. That I don't know that he's quite got the distance or the hang time that Chewy had. That was a special talent, but he is very good at what he does. Bijou with the call. He cuts up the middle, spins to the 41 or the 39-yard line.
0.
Check that. That was Coven. So Coven in the backfield with Drew now. Keelan split wide to the right side. Kane's in the slot. That's Coven, and he gets taken down for a loss.
That was a good tackle.
Coven stopped behind the line of scrimmage by number 21, Randall. Brings up 4th and 2, ball squad from the 38-yard line.
Good call here, Buzz. Punt on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, you got 4th and 3.
4th and 2.
Yeah, 4th and 3. They're going to bring Rogers in.
Number 14, Elijah Rogers in punting position for the Grizzlies.
So Jonah Calderero will be the long snapper.
Number 1, Richie, and number 11 back deep to receive for the
Elijah will catch it
Razorbacks.
at the 25. And you look at that, that's just, the ball didn't turn over.
No.
And it was like a knuckleball.
Yeah.
But he just hammers it.
That's just all raw power.
And he's a baseball player too, and there was some chatter going on during the summer that he is just going to play baseball, but he's back, and it was good to see.
But I don't know what we had down there, what went on. Had a little chatter, I guess, between a couple of players from both teams, and you hate to see that. But
so no blood has been drawn yet. 7:54 to go in the first quarter.
you know, Buzz, I think most coaches feel like this time of the year that you want your defense to be a little bit ahead of your offense, because if somebody can't score on you, it's hard to get beat. Duh.
Eli Walls, the quarterback. Give it to his running back, nothing there.
Just good, sound technique football right there, but nothing flashy, no blitzing, just kids reading the ball and reading their man and getting off blocks and making tackles.
That was Black on the carry. Picked up a yard. Second down and 9. Black will be in the backfield as Wall will set up in a pistol. Tries to draw the Grizzlies offside. Nothing there. It's the snap. He looks, going to throw to the left side. Overthrows the intended receiver. That was Roland Ritchie. It was open, but just overthrown. Bring up a third down and 9.
You know, I hate to start yakking on this already, but boy, there was a hold on Texarkana's right guard. He almost ripped off a Northside Grizzlies jersey.
Third down.
It was number 11.
Don't you think that there's probably a hold on every play?
Oh, yeah, you could call that.
But that was pretty flagrant.
Yeah, that was.
Wall's going to throw again. Here comes the heat. The helmet comes off a player, and he's going to throw it up, and that has a chance, and he's not going to be able to catch up with it. That was Roland Ritchie that was intended for again. And Latier Davis, he was battling there trying to keep the Grizzly line off of his quarterback, lost his helmet.
Yeah, I lost his helmet. I wonder if it just came unsnapped or if that hand to the face
might have got to let that shiver. May have been a little shiver there.
Boy, you glom onto something and you just don't let go, do you?
I do not.
You're just like a hound dog.
Charles deep for the punt. This one's going to be a very short punt. It wasn't a shank, but it was just not very well hit. Just let it roll dead at 39, but they'll go back to the 30 and start.
How does a punter feel when something like that happens? Do you hang your head or you just get it out of your head right then? Or?
Well, when you do that, you really struggle going back to your sideline.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're going to get a tongue lash.
Oh, yeah.
And what you get is that you have one job, because most punters are just punters. You have one job, and if you're not hitting a 40, 45-yard turnover, hang time of 4 seconds plus, you didn't do your job.
Well, and plus, if that snaps a little bit high and throws you off balance or off time, the coach don't say anything to you about that.
No.
It's why did you punt it like that?
Yeah, they usually get the blame. Here comes Bijou spins. They got a little face mask there, but look at the running ability of Warren Bijou. That'd be a 1st and 10 to the 45-yard line. That's a pickup of 15, and they'll go quick again. Bijou hurries up, gets in the backfield. Boy, here he goes. Bijou to the 40, Bijou to the 30, to the 20. It's going to be a foot race to the end zone, and Bijou's going to win that race. Touchdown, Northside. So Bijou with 2 carries, 1 for 15 and 1 for 55, puts it in the end zone, so the Grizzlies score first.
So that comes up to 70 yards rushing for him just on that drive.
He's a special running
Tell you
back.
what,
And he is as good a human as he is a running back.
well, that's good to hear. That's always good to hear.
All right, Max Chavez will come in to attempt the extra point. Let's see if old Max can hit the scoreboard this year.
Number 5,
Drew
Max
Jackson will
Chavez
be the
attempts
holder.
extra point.
Little low, gets it down. That kick is up, and let's listen for the noise. Just a little bit short, but that's right down the middle. 7-0 is the score. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back after this from Sawyers.
In the first quarter to Northside Grizzlies 7, Arkansas High Razorbacks 0.
Sawyers is about more than sunrooms, patios, and home improvement. For over 30 years, we've been about people, about our community, about you. We make quality products affordable so you can focus on making memories with those who matter most. We bring our passion for great craftsmanship and take pride in the work we do so you can count on it lasting a lifetime. Give us a call today and see the difference we can make for you.
Summer's winding down, but the savings are just getting started. Dive into the end-of-season sale at Burton Pools and Spas. For a limited time, save up to $14,000 on fiberglass pools. And the first 10 customers who purchase an Aquacrete pool with a premium vinyl finish will receive a free hot tub. Don't miss these incredible deals. Visit our stores in Fort Smith, Springdale, or Greenland, or go to burtonpools.com for more details. At Burton, we do more than build swimming pools. We build long-term relationships.
Welcome back to Mayo Thompson, 7-0 after a 55-yard touchdown run by Warren Bijou. And I think what's impressive about him is that he's always looking for the light, and the kid does not go down after first contact.
No, he does not, and this is unofficial, but I've got him for right now for 4 carries for 92 yards and 1 touchdown. So 92 yards rushing in 1 quarter.
Pretty good.
Yeah, that's not bad. And right now, Buzz, Northside's offensive line's controlling the line of scrimmage.
This is Jalen Chavez, kicks it off. It's a high kick. It's going to go to the 10-yard line. Both Jalen and Max have really strong legs. They play soccer too, but they are capable of kicking it into the end zone, and you like to have that, especially when you got deep threats. When you get in that 7-8 conference play, you're always going to have a guy back there that is capable of, returning it for a touchdown. So if you can get it in the end zone, have them start at the 20, then it's always good. All right, 7-0. Let's see what Eli Wall can do here with his offense. Going to throw again, and he's got a one-on-one coverage there, and there's going to be a flag throw. I don't know that I agree, really. Do you think the ball was past him?
If it was uncatchable, it shouldn't be even a question. That's part of what they're going to talk about right there.
Yeah, it was Max Chavez in coverage.
I think they're picking it up. No, they're not.
And it was Braylon Thomas, the intended receiver. Now, there was some contact.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to dispute that. But it looked like the ball was not going to be catchable, and he had turned his back on it too. That's going to be a 1st and 10 at the 45. But if you look at it from a different standpoint, Max was stride for stride with him.
Oh, yeah.
Wall rolls out of the pocket. A little trouble there. Again, they're not going to be able to any contact with the kickers or the quarterbacks.
Northside came with a middle blitz there, and it forced the quarterback to break out to his right, roll out to his right, and there was no room there to run either. Good job by the Grizzly defense on that play after they gave up a 15-yard PI penalty.
That's be Tony Noble in the backfield with Wall. Wall's going to work out of the gun this time. Drop back, has time, going to throw it wide open. Nobody there. It must have been a busted coverage.
Yeah, that was a busted coverage.
And Noble does that out of the backfield, an extra point away from tying this thing up. But that's something, you're going to watch that on film and see what in the heck went wrong. Noble came out of the backfield, and he was all by himself.
Somebody may have thought it was man. Somebody may have thought it was cover 3, or you never know. But I know one thing, number 11 is going to have, I don't know how long fingernails that right tackle has for Texarkana, but if he has long fingernails, number 11 is going to be scratched up after this game. And he may have to get him another jersey at halftime.
Here comes the extra point for the Razorbacks. It's up, and I think he got inside the left upright. Nope, it was outside the left upright. No good. The Grizzlies are going to keep their lead 7-6. 5:55 to go in quarter number 1. Stay with us. Back after this from Autoplex.
An accident can leave you feeling stuck, uncertain of where you can go. At Autoplex, we specialize in getting your vehicle repaired quickly and accurately. Our expert technicians use the latest tools and OEM parts to restore your car to its pre-accident condition. With precision and care, we ensure your car looks and performs as if the accident never happened. Ready to get your car back on the road? Visit fixrex.com to start your repair today.
Let me tell you about this new Pretzel Cheddar Club. Hey, I'm Carlos.
And I'm Ebony. And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club
is the tangy Dijon with the pretzel bun. When I add the Dijon mustard to this pretzel bun, it takes it to a whole nother level.
It goes perfectly with the chicken and the cheddar cheese and the bacon.
Man, you know how much you love bacon. And I love the different varieties. Grilled, spicy, original. It gets you nice and excited for fall.
Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Supporting your 2025-26 Grizzlies.
7-6 is the score. The Grizzlies will have possession now. And hopefully we get a shot of Coach Wilmath and his wife, Grace. I don't know if they know that they're on camera right now, but that's our head basketball coach and his wife. And, again, he's doing such a great job with the program. It was, so much fun to call the games last year. And we spent a lot of camera time on him and his emotion and the way he fired his team up. It was really fun to watch. And like I said, it was contagious.
Well, it is, and there's one thing you're not going to do is outwork Coach Wilmoth. You're not going to do that.
No.
So you better have teams that are athletically better than his, because you're not going to outcoach him or outwork
All right, that snap over the head, and that's going to be picked up by one of the Razorbacks.
Wow.
Let's get all these mistakes out of our system
tonight,
learn from them, get better in the next 2 weeks when we have to go the other side of town and play those Mavericks.
Yeah, here's one thing about being a center and being in that shotgun all the time. You got to have your mind in the game every play. You can't let your mind wander, not even for a split second, because something like that could happen. And a lot of times, those snaps that go over the quarterback's head in the shotgun, the center just lost focus and lost concentration, maybe forgot the snap count.
Well, we've had an interception. We've had a snap over the head of Drew. And again, you want to get those things out of your system, learn from them tonight, because it is for real on August the 29th.
First and 10, Texarkana, ball's brought through on the 30-yard line. Black on the carry.
Black on the carry. He's a good running back too. He's one of those kids, and you can tell from here. We don't have weights for him, but I would say he's 190, maybe close to 200. And again, first contact is not going to bring him down either. Wall again will work out of the pistol. He's going to send a man in motion. That's Richie. He's been the intended target 3 times tonight. Now Wall wants to throw. Here comes the heat. That's going to flush him out of the pocket. Jonah Calderera with a big lick there.
Is that 19?
That's number 44.
Number 44?
Yeah, and they're going to bring him out. They're going to say that he was out of bounds when he hit him.
Uh-oh.
And 2 things wrong with that. You can't hit the quarterback, and if he was out of bounds, definitely couldn't hit him then.
Well, then that would have been a candidate for the collision of the game, but
the penalty is going to nullify that.
Yep.
But let me say this. That's the kind of player Jonah is. Now, had that been live play, no, I'm not saying he's a dirty player. I'm saying he's a great player. He is a hard hitter and loves the sport. And he's a basketball player too, 2-sport athlete. But Jonah, it's just an instinct. Hey, you got the quarterback picking up some yards there. I'm going to take him out. Wall back in the game, not phased there. Black in the backfield. He's going to fake it to him, roll left. That pass is complete for a first down.
Wall's pass complete.
One thing that I would love to have maybe a couple of times this year is an accurate roster from an opposing team.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, Jeff, I don't know if you remember this. I mean, you do. I know you remember this. And I can't say who it was, Little Rock Central, but when we were playing them, the roster that I got from them had the name and their pant size. It had no number, no year, no position, but I had their pant size. And so I called the game based on their pant size, and there was one guy that they didn't have his pant size on there, so I had to guess at it. And I felt sorry for him because I didn't know whether he wore a medium or a large, and I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt. But again, number 87 who caught that pass, we do not have his name on this roster, and I apologize to the fans, his fans, maybe his family. Obviously, he's a good player. Black gets the call there. He's going to try to muscle his way for a first down, and he's going to be probably a yard short, maybe half a yard.
Good job by Calderera, number 44, coming up there, reading that as a run and coming up and filling that gap and making a good tackle.
Yeah, Calderera is going to be – he's going to get his name called a lot this year. Black with the call, right side, and he will get the first down.
Well, he runs hard.
Yeah.
Black on the carry. Number 12, Ronan Ketchum, led the way for Northside. First down for the Razorbacks. Ball spotted at the 23-yard line of the Grizzlies.
3:26 left in the first quarter. Again, the first 2 quarters will be the varsity. They'll take a 15-minute break, and then the JV will play. First and 10 from the 23 of the Grizzlies. 7-6 is the score. After a 55-yard run, boy, you had a man wide open.
Well, they've had guys wide open.
Yeah. That was Roland Ritchie.
Too many plays.
Roland Ritchie was open. He's been open a lot tonight, and the quarterback's had a hard time getting the ball to him.
We didn't have a penalty on that play, did we? Was that incomplete?
Second 16, ball spot at the 30-yard line.
Well, now the line of scrimmage will be the 30. It's going to bring up a second down and 16. The Razorbacks are going to want a timeout. We're going to take one with them. We'll be back after this from Ted's Heat and Air.
Whether it's record temperatures or below freezing, Ted's is here to keep you comfortable all year long. We've been in business for over 55 years, and we love serving our community. Call today and schedule your seasonal checkup so you're always prepared for what's around the corner. Ted's Air Conditioning and Heating, always ready to help. Tell us you saw Duke and save 10%.
At Hug Chevrolet Buick GMC, we dial 782-8940.
This is Joe Calderera with Taliano's Restaurant. We call 782-8940.
Keep warm this winter with a York high-efficiency furnace, or for more information on endless hot water and a high-efficiency tankless water heater, give Blaylock Heating, Air, and Plumbing Services a call at 782-8940.
That's 782-8940.
Well, that was complete to Braylon Thomas. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 2. So we get Cody and Grace on the air without them knowing about it. And now they are in the press box. I've got Cody mic'd up. Thank you, Coach, for coming in.
It's a nice night out. You know, I don't think
it turned out to be better than what
couldn't have asked for
anticipated.
a better night for a football game.
Yeah, that gives Tony Noble right up the gut for a touchdown. That's going to give the Razorbacks the lead, 12-7. 2:07 left here in the first quarter.
Caldera filled the hole, filled the gap really quick, and he was in position to make a tackle. That running back just made a good move and just ran right by him.
Yeah, the strong running backs. I mean, they've got 3 or 4 good running backs. But, again, this time of year, you know, you're just trying to get a feel of the game. But you can look at him just like you look at Black and see that these guys are – they're some players. They're going to go for 2 to try to tie this up or check that to get a 14 points on the board because they missed their first extra point, and he does the same thing again, just works his way into the end zone, and it is going to make it 14-7. But while we're in a delay here now, Cody, how's everything going?
It's going well. We're back at it.
Are you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're excited about where we're at right now, of course, but a long ways to go.
Yeah.
Kids are working hard. You know, the energy in the gym is amazing. And, you know, Mr. Carter came to practice yesterday, and he said, you know, kind of look like a basketball team out there. I said, yeah, we're a little bigger than we were last year. So,
well, we sure enjoyed your first year. Also, we talk about Grace and what she brings to the table. And it seems like in every coach's show that I do, I will try to make mention of, you know, their wives and what they have to do to support you because it's not a Tuesday night, Friday night business.
Sir. As you can see with her, you know, and we wanted to be here for Coach Marock's first home game, and even though it's a scrimmage, we wanted to show our support. And, you know, for her to be here tonight, it's kind of one of them things that work doesn't stop.
Well, we talked about that while you guys were on camera, is that how cool it is that you come to the other sports, you help promote their program too. That means a lot. You know, we're all in this together, and we want to get our names back relevant again.
And I mean that's what you're better when everybody's working on the same page, and you know, and that's one of the things is, you know, we're doing something a little different this year, Buzz, and we're thankful that Isaiah Joe is you know, helping sponsor it, but we're going to do a 6-part series kind of leading into our season, kind of documenting everything that we're doing in basketball. And first thing I wanted to do, and Grace kind of gave me the idea, and it was I wanted to get Mr. Carter to kind of give an intro into this thing with talking about the history, the tradition of Northside, because it's important. I mean, it's the biggest thing that you want to show and showcase.
It's going to be Colvin with the carry. And it's going to take a couple of Razorbacks to drag him down, but he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage. So it'll be second down. He may have got half a yard. Ball will be on the right hash.
Well, if it wasn't for that fumble down there, I thought, offensively, we've been moving the ball pretty well. And
well, they do such a good job. Bijou has had a great night. He's a good running back. He sees the light, and he runs for the light, and it's hard to bring him down. And but we just got to get rid of some of the mistakes. We had an interception, we had a snap go over our head, little things like that. But you expect that in a preseason scrimmage like this. But you want to get them out of your system.
And that's what I told Grace down there when the fumble happened. I said, Grace, that's why you play this. This is the first time seeing a different opponent, so you got some butterflies, and you want to kind of tighten some things up.
Well, Drew just didn't have a chance to get that one airborne. It's going to bring up a fourth down. Or will it be third down? It'll be third. No, it's going to bring up a fourth.
Loss on the play. Loss on the play.
So Elijah Rogers will come in to punt this one away, and he'll be inside his own 5.
Elijah Rogers. Richie and Greenback keep to receive.
Green will be at his own 45 to receive this punt. And that's another hanging spiral, but he's got just a strong leg. If that kid ever spent time working on his technique and his punts, he could go to the next level just for that. But he's a good athlete. He plays baseball too, and like I was saying earlier, we had heard this summer that he was just going to play baseball, wasn't going to play football. And he played some defensive end last year, played some tight end, and he's a really good athlete. It's good to see him back. So did y'all do anything special this summer? Any trips or?
Oh yeah, that's Grace's fun time. That's what we call it. It's Grace's fun time. We went to Cancun for our anniversary, and then during their period, we went to Scottsdale, Arizona. So spent some time away, and I told our coaching staff that last week and a half that we give them off is one of the most boring times of my life, because I'm like, I don't know what to do, not practicing this. Oh, got to be disciplined.
Wall was able to draw Hunter offside. He's going to come out. Jeremiah Cartmill's going to check in. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty. 1st and 5 for the Razorbacks.
Well, y'all had some shakeup now that Coach Little's back in the profession. Who's going to?
Isn't that crazy? Well, Jeff, who's been my broadcast partner, I think we were saying tonight it's been like almost 15 years. And Little has done some analyst stuff for us, but he does a really good job in basketball.
Yes, sir.
So we're hoping that during basketball season
He'll
we get him back
over.
for that. For sure. But he's coaching over in Pensacola, coaching the offensive line. So that's going to be the end of the first quarter. So we're going to take a break and come back with the start of the second quarter after this from the official bank of the Northside Grizzlies, Armstrong.
Family. It's bigger than bloodlines, stronger than DNA. It's the circle we draw around the people that matter, the people we care about and care for, the folks who inspire us, guide us, root for us. Family means finding common ground, rolling up our sleeves, and making our way side by side. Armstrong Bank. Strength runs in our family.
At Autoplex Collision Repair, we're not just about fixing cars. We're committed to providing the best customer experience. Our team is here to guide you through every step of the repair process. We make it easy, transparent, and stress-free. And with convenient locations in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley, your repair is always close to home. At Autoplex, your satisfaction is our priority. Visit fixrex.com to schedule your repair today and see why customers trust Autoplex.
All right, welcome back to action. 12 minutes to go in this preseason scrimmage. 14-7 is the score. 2nd down and 2. It looks like he had enough momentum there to get the first down.
Black on the carry. Amani Marshall and Jonah Cavalera combined on the stop. 1st and 10, ball spotted at the Razorbacks 41-yard line.
This will be Zephaniah Black in the backfield. Right between him and Tony Noble, they've really done a good job. Wall's going to work out of the pistol. Had a man going in motion that he wants to throw, flushed out of the pocket. He'll roll to the right side, and that's going to be the end of his journey, so it'll be 2nd down and 10. Great job by the Grizzly secondary.
The Grizzly front four up there on defense, they're still bringing it.
Richie's going to check out. Braylon Thomas is going to come in. Thomas is going to split wide to the left side. Ball on the right hash mark.
And 11, ball spot at the 40-yard line.
You got Butler and Scott into the boundary. One back in the backfield. Wall again out of the pistol. 2nd down and 11, and it goes over his head. And he'll able to get it off. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 11. It's really the first glitch you've seen in their offense tonight.
I want to tell you what, number 11 for Northside on defense, getting after it just as hard now as he was when the first quarter started.
Big down here for the Bears, just into the 2nd quarter. Third down and 11. Ball at the 40-yard line. Wall steps up into the pocket. He's going to run with it.
So that's what I don't like. You got the quarterback now throwing his arms out like, why don't you blow the whistle?
You know, he had a lane there.
He did.
And I guess once he gets out of the pocket, then that's a stoppage of play. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Actually, he's going to lose a couple yards.
You know, I guess when the officials see a defender coming up on the quarterback, looks like he could make a play, that's when they blow the whistle.
Jaden Charles will be deep. He'll be at his own 30-yard line. Good snap. The punt is away, and that's another weak punt. You can tell by the way it was spinning that when it hit, it wasn't going to take a Razorback bounce. Goes out of bounds at the 40. So the Grizzlies need to generate some offense here.
Yeah, they need to keep the defense off the field for about 5 or 6 minutes and get go back to their running game. Go back to what was working. Bijou hadn't had a yard since that 55-yard touchdown run he had back in their 3rd possession. I think they need to give him the ball here.
He'll be in the backfield with Drew. Drew's going to work out of the gun. Twins to the right. They're going to send Rogers in motion. Gets the snap, hands it to Bijou, left side. Spins, nothing there. He may get a yard.
Bijou on the carry.
You know, anytime you run to the short side of the field.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, he's good at finding the light, but just a lot of congestion over there. No gain, 2nd down and 10.
No gain, 2nd down.
Keelan Mendoza split wide to the right side. Kevin Beasley. He'll look for Keelan. Swing pass out of the reach of Warren Bijou. 3rd down and 10.
Warren Bijou.
You know, secondary's giving the receivers a lot of respect, Jeff. The underneath stuff's going to be open. Ball on the left hash. Beasley playing way off of Keelan. Rogers in the slot. Von Jay split to the left side. Well, just nothing there.
No, there's nothing working right
Drew.
now.
Secondary doing a good job. You know, when they're playing that far off of you, you got to hit those short slants, little comeback routes, and but you got to do it quick.
Jackson on the keeper. Play is blown dead.
That'll bring up a 4th down.
Hasn't been a very good last 3 possessions for the Grizzlies. I think they've gone turnover, 3 and out, 3 and out.
Rogers on the field again. He'll take the snap at his own 15. Last 2 punts. Nice hang time. But if he ever hits a tight turnover, he'll send it for about 50, 55 yards.
I'd like to see that.
Well, that wasn't his best, but it was effective. That's the one that Chris Carter wanted to kick against Tyree. He told me that story about Coach Turner running down the sideline and grabbed him by the jersey and said, "Great job."
That is a great story. That is a great story.
But he told him all week, whatever you do, don't kick it to him.
No, yeah.
Don't kick it to him.
I hear you.
New QB in the game now. I can't see his number with the green jersey on, but we'll get an identity on him here pretty quick.
I know he's big.
It's Butler in the slot. He's left-handed. He steps up and he just lets it go, and that's going to be a little bit underthrown, but it was intended for Dason Butler. There is a flag thrown. That's going to be a interference call against the Grizzlies.
Butler was the intended receiver. Flag on the play.
Wow.
I thought it was good coverage. And
I did too.
The ball was a little underthrown. And Butler had to come back for it.
Pass interference against Northside. Be 1st and 10.
This is Chadrick Cleveland. He is the quarterback for the Razorbacks. Left-handed, big kid. Man, he obviously he's got an arm.
He likes colorful shoes too.
Yeah. He's got a handle on the snap, throws
Cleveland's pass.
Wide receiver screen, nothing there. Loss of a couple.
Chavez on the stop.
Ball's going to be on the right hash. Braylon Thomas going to split wide to the left side.
At the 43-yard line.
Max Chavez head up with Thomas. Eli Wall into the boundary. And that is Richie in the slot.
Noble on the carry.
Good to Tony Noble. Noble just didn't have anywhere to go. Good job by the Grizzlies. Nice contain there.
Number 52, Caden Dye. Number 16, Omari Hill on the stop. No gain, 3rd down. Gain of 1. 3rd and 11, ball spotted at the 44-yard line.
These are the kind of situations you like to be in on defense. 3rd and 11. It's pretty much guaranteed they're going to pass here.
Yeah, and how many times last year do we have offenses in this situation end up converting, whether it was a mistake, blown coverage, or a
penalty,
just a good break?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice job by the Grizzlies to
33 got a little bit of frustration out there. He took the quarterback from Texarkana and shoved him as hard as he could in the back.
That's Hunter Hansen.
Well, Hansen, he got his lick in tonight. Because if we'd been playing for real, he probably would have had another nominee for collision of the game. Autoplex collision of the game.
Autoplex collision. It'll be for real.
You bet.
On the 29th against Southside, the Battle of Rogers Avenue. And their punter, he's been really consistent. He's had the same punt come off his foot each time he has punted. So the Grizzlies, who would have a really good field position at about the 45-yard line, it'll go back to the 30. 6:01 left in the first half, and it will end for the Varsity after this first half.
Well, we've said this the last possession, but the offense needs to at least get one first down.
This is going to be Jaleel Coven. He'll be in the backfield with Drew Jackson. Jackson will be working out of the gun. Keelan into the boundary. Coven gets the call. He's got some room. Here he goes. Jaleel over in the midfield. It's a foot race. Jaleel to 30, the 20. He's going to get caught from behind, but not before he gets inside the 10-yard line. So Coven, who is a great running back, found that light right in the center, and off to the races he went.
That was a great job by Northside's left guard. He made a kick-out block on that and opened it up for Coven. Wow.
Anthony Camise. First and 10 for the Bears. Bijou gets slung down, but that was Seffi Young that slung him down, but he gave him a couple more yards doing it. All right, second and goal from the 9. Bijou in the backfield with Drew. Twins to the left. Keelan split wide to the right side. Beasley right on his nose. Looks left. Pass up over the head of the intended receiver. That was intended for Vanjay. A little out of his reach. It's going to bring up third down now.
Third and goal.
The Grizzlies need to convert here.
Well, they do.
Drew's going to send trips to the right side of the field. Jaden Charles will be split to the left. Bijou in the backfield. Drew drops back, steps up. He's touched, and they're going to call it dead, but they're going to have one more down here. Boy, Drew was doing his best trying to get that step.
Okay, would you kick it here or go for it?
Well, they're going to kick it. Personally, this is Coach Marock's call, but it's a scrimmage, and you want to be able to win a game on a field goal or keep you in a game on a field goal, so they're going to give Max Chavez an opportunity here from 30. Drew's going to be his holder. Good snap. It's down, the kick is up, and that looks like it's right through the middle.
Wow, good.
Chavez hammers it from 30 yards. That'll be 14-10. So we'll take a break. We'll be back after this from the Hangout.
Have you been to the River Valley's only multi-sport facility? Then let's hang out. The Hangout in Fort Smith is the only sports facility that offers indoor tennis and pickleball, indoor and outdoor basketball, and has now added multiple soccer fields. Soccer leagues are forming soon. Did you know the Hangout also has an 8,000 square foot fitness center with bar, yoga, HIIT, and Pilates classes? The Hangout, 5400 Gary Street, or thehangoutfs.com. Fitness, sports, and more. Let's hang out.
The story of our family business starts back in 1878 when our ancestors settled in Old Town Van Buren and set up shop. We have been providing quality work, craftsmanship with the finest materials available using time-honored and traditional methods. Providing quality service to the River Valley for 6 generations.
Jalen Chavez had this one teed up. Bears down 14-10. Got 4:20 left in this first half. It'll end for the Varsity after that. And again, we'll have a 15-minute break. Come back with the junior Varsity. All right, the Razorbacks will have it at the 30.
We did find out something about Texarkana's secondary. They got some speed if they can chase down Colvin like that.
Yeah, Colvin is I'm not sure what he's not the fastest guy, but he is definitely a guy that he has that football speed, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I do.
It's not a afterburner speed.
It's not track speed.
But he knows where to go, and he's got a great head on his shoulders, and he's just like Bijou. He can find the light. That's a pitch to Richie. Richie, a wide receiver. Had a couple of players there to get a lick in. One of them was Jaden Charles, but then Jonah Calderera cleaned that one up. Gain of 6, 2nd down and 4.
Something tells me you're going to be calling number
Jonah?
44's name a lot this year.
Jonah's big time.
He has been impressive so far.
Now we got a player for the Razorbacks down, and hopefully it is just a cramp.
I can't.
Yeah, that's what it is. You expect that this time of year.
Oh, yeah.
The heat and and we thank all of our viewers for tuning in tonight for this preseason contest we have. And we're trying to work out all the kinks with what we do. And there have been a few. But that's just to be expected. But we've got the crew back.
Well, you got a good crew, I'll tell you that.
Jonathan Schaefer, he pulls the trigger on it. We appreciate him. Aaron's one of our new guys. He's on the camera stand in the east end zone. Jordan Baker and Andy Qualls got camera 1 and camera 2. Brandon down on the field. It's just it's been a group that's been together for a long time. And then Jeff, you and I have been together for 14, 15 years doing this. And
well, 40, if you want to count everything, 45 years or no.
Listen,
before
we're gonna
that,
count all
48
that?
years. 48,
man.
yeah. 70, you came to Texas, 78?
That was yesterday.
That's 47 years ago, dude.
Yesterday.
And we're just getting started.
Yep. He's going to be able to get up. It's good to see that. And it was just a cramp. That was Latier Davis.
Yeah.
So he'll walk that one off.
He'll probably seize up half a dozen times before he gets to the sideline.
I don't know if you remember the last game that Ezra Phillips played against Bentonville West. He was going both ways. He was just about in on every play, but he was cramping. And I remember him being on the sideline just rolling in pain, trying to work out his cramp so he could get back in. Now, that was a football player.
Yes, sir.
And he is still talked about here from these kids, these sophomores. They played with him. That was complete to Richie across midfield down to the 45-yard line. Chadrick Cleveland. I think that Ike Jackson was left-handed. Ike was a big quarterback at Northside, and this kid reminds me of him. And if this is their second-string quarterback, he's a good-looking athlete.
Yes,
Speaking of
is.
Ike, he's going to get inducted to the Hall of Fame this year.
Deservedly so.
Yep, they'll do that little Alabama pitch there. He's going to get it to the edge. Won't get a first down, but There's a little extracurricular there over on the sideline, on the Razorback sideline. But Ike's getting inducted. Ira Harris is getting inducted.
You know, if you grew up around this area, everybody knows who those two guys are.
Yeah. And the cool thing about Ira is he was a great player on a team that really didn't do so well. There you go. That could be in the running too, but guess who that was?
Same guy. I think we got a.
All right, so we got a winner.
I think we got a winner. Yeah.
All right, in the Autoplex collision of the game. If you've got a car issue, and I do, we just had a car issue, and I took it to their location in Fort Smith, but they got one in Alma, got one in Van Buren. Man, you talk about a first-class operation.
Well, we have a good friend that worked for Autoplex there in Alma for a while.
Yep. Well, look at that. That's impressive right there.
Wow.
45-yard throw, and he threw it almost to the goal line, and it was a perfect strike to Richie Rowland. Rowland has been a go-to target for both quarterbacks, but this guy, I mean, like I said, we don't have their heights, but he's probably 6'4".
At least.
And has a great arm, but he just laid that up. And that's a hard catch to make.
It is, and I know this is just a scrimmage, but it's got to be driving that defensive secondary coach and the defensive coordinator crazy. These guys letting receivers keep getting behind them, and they're going to have to fix that.
There was a legendary coach at Northside named Charles Presley, who coached some great players. He was a little before my time, but I knew him well and did some work for him, construction work for him. Sat out on his front porch one day. We talked Grizzly football, and he said that the two things that'll get you beat that you cannot do is you can't fumble and you can't get beat deep.
Yeah.
He said if you can at least do those two things, you're going to have a chance.
And I'll tell you, and I heard this from the time I was in Pee Wee till I quit coaching. The first thing you tell the secondary, nobody gets behind you.
Right. Well, that is going to be a 35-yard extra point attempt, and the kicker is about 15 yards short. But the first thing he did was look at his holder. It couldn't have been me. It had to be you.
It was all me, man.
Yeah, all you.
You know, and I don't know what kind of coaching that Coach Carter had as far as a punter. It has, going Pee Wee to junior high to senior high, 7th grade. I never had anybody from Pee Wees to college teach me how to deep snap.
You learned it.
I just looked at it like, okay, hold the ball like you're going to throw a pass.
Yeah.
And then use your other hand, which I was right-handed, so I used my right hand to do it. But and then I would, and I was told, hit the guy in the numbers.
Right.
Hit the punter in the numbers.
Yeah.
And so that's what I try to do. And for some reason, when I first started doing it, I could do it. I don't know why. I could just do it, but nobody – I didn't have when they found out I could deep snap at Tech, not one coach taught me how to – I take that back. My senior year, I've been snapping for 4 years, had one bad snap in a game in 3 years. And he come in and tried to change the way I held the ball.
Who was it? Do you mind me asking? Do you remember?
Oh, no, I don't. Vernon Hutchins.
I got you.
And he was the head coach at Arkadelphia. And as a matter of fact, John Outlaw took over for him when he came to Tech. Well, he tried to change it and everything in practice.
Did it mess you up?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I almost lost my spot as deep snapper because of him.
To Bubba Manley?
You need to ask Kelly Davis.
Yeah, we've had that discussion.
Oh, I'm sure you have. Yeah, boy, I mean, Kelly was hot.
Right.
But anyway, during practice, doing it his way, I rolled them all back there. I couldn't get them in the air.
Yeah.
But during the game, I did it my way and got them.
Well, one thing that we're going to work on a lot this week is our camera work. Our camera work tonight has been That's been a struggle, and I apologize, but we're going to get better this.
I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing at Bubba Manley. But you could have gone all year season without saying that name. Oh.
Yeah, and I remember going to. I think we played in Seguin, Texas, and but we stopped in Austin. If my memory's right.
Your memory is right.
And we were eating steak, and he just wanted the fat off my steak. I don't know if you remember that or not.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Got a lot of other.
He did.
Fat off their
I
plate.
think he locked that bear, and he did the meat part of it, yeah.
2nd down and 10 for the Bears. Bijou gets the call, looks for a cutback lane. There's a flag thrown. I don't know. Is that going to be? All right, it's going to be holding against us.
Wow. So they have called holding at least once on each team tonight.
Yeah. All things considered, it has not been a bad penalty night.
No, it hadn't.
Been some procedure issues, just things you learn early. But in this first game, this preseason, like we said it before the game started, try to get some of this out of your system. Who's going to let it go, and that ball is a little wobbly, and that's going to be intercepted. I thought that there was as much contact there as there was, in some of the calls that we had.
I'm thinking the same thing you are, brother.
That was Quentin Thurston that was in coverage on Keelan. Keelan was trying to get position there.
Well, I tell you what, I'm with you. There's a lot of contact right there. Wow.
20-10 is the score. Again, we appreciate you tuning into the Grizzly Sports Network for this preseason scrimmage brought to you by Chick-fil-A.
Need an INT for 6 here or scoop and score.
Well, that'd be nice, but the only problem with the scrimmage part of it is you'll have to start on your 30.
That's right.
Well, Chadwick Cleveland has impressed me tonight, coming in relief of Eli Wall. And he's going to load up and sling it again. Steps up into the pocket. And it would have been a big game, but that'll come back.
They're going to start calling holding now on every play. Now there's about a minute and a half left. Yep.
The good news for the Razorbacks, this guy's just a sophomore.
Oh, my goodness. They got a chance to be pretty good then.
Yeah. Seen some good sophomores playing. In our career of broadcasting, I remember one from Conway. He was left-handed also. Beat us on a last drive of the game. Had about a minute left, no timeouts. That ball was thrown behind the intended receiver. That was Reggie Scott, who would like to have been able to get a hand on him, but that was way behind him.
I'll tell you what, that quarterback, Texarkana, his mechanics look really good.
2nd down and 20. Give it to Noble. Noble's had a good night tonight, but
yes.
Know where to go then. Hey, there's been some bright spots for the Grizzly defense. Hunter Hansen's going to check back in.
Northside.
Number 11's holding his arm like he's hurt his shoulder.
That's a Monty Marshall.
I'll tell you what, he must have took a heck of a hit because he's a tough hombre.
Last break we took with the Hangout Sports Club in Fort Smith. I don't know if you have been out there to see it.
I've never been out there.
It used to be the Fort Smith Athletic Club, but a group of guys got together and bought it. It was a tennis facility. It had a nice 8,000 square foot gym with a lot of stuff in it. Clean, beautiful place. You know, pickleball now has turned into a big sport.
Wow, it has.
They've got a lot of indoor courts there, and then they've turned a lot of them into pickleball or striped them where you can use them for that. But they have a great facility. So if anybody's looking for a gym to go to, and there's a lot to offer there, you need to check the place out. And they have a great staff with Jason. Jason did some color work for us last year during basketball season. Jacob, Noel Sanger, Noel's daughter plays for us. Morgan, she's going to play volleyball this year too. Lindsay, who is the manager there, Maddie and Grace, who run the counter. Great staff. I mean, I was in the health club business back in the 80s, and I would love to have had that staff. Boy, he airs it out again. That's complete to Noble. He got behind Charles.
Oh, my goodness. Boy, I tell you what, that kid is he's special.
Well, on a better note, go to the Hangout.
Go to the Hangout.
Join. They'll try to work out a plan to fit your budget. They got all different kinds of memberships. But I guarantee you won't be disappointed. Go out there and talk to one of the staff members, and they'll give you a tour of the club and make it worth your while. But I've been a member out there for years. I was in the health club business, and I've really enjoyed not being an owner and being a member and just going out there and relaxing. And everybody greets you when you come in. It's just it's a great place to be a part of. So go to the Hangout.
Well, the courts.
5400 Gary Avenue.
Well, the courts was the place to be back in the 80s.
Yep, that was fun days. You had old Biggin as manager, and
that's scary.
Yeah, we had some good times.
Oh, so. I know. I was in on some of those good times.
Check that second down. He's going to load up and throw it again, and this time there's better coverage. He wants an interference call, but it won't be interference. That was Dason Butler. Chavez in coverage there. Good job. Hunter Hansen's going to check out. Meyer Cartmill's going to check in. 3rd down and 10. Chadwick Cleveland, who has had a big night throwing the football, just here in the second quarter. Just a sophomore. He'll hand it off. That is Noble. Noble makes a man miss, makes another man miss. Makes the 3rd man miss, and he's going to take it into the end zone.
Wow.
So that'll make it 26-10. Just 4 seconds left, and there's some lightning in the area. Normally, I don't know what the distance is, but they'll call those. They may not play the JV part of this.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah.
I bet they'll call it.
Yeah, I bet they do too.
I tell you what, Buzz, some of those moves that cat made on that run, you don't teach that.
No, that is some natural ability right there.
Wow. Well, I tell you what.
That kick is up and good. 27-10 with 4 seconds to go.
4 seconds remaining in the first half. Arkansas Razorbacks 27, your Northside Grizzlies 10.
Well, it hadn't gone the way I had hoped it would, but there are some positive things that the Grizzlies did tonight. Well, it started off looking good.
Very good. And you know what? That's what And I always like to talk about the mental part of the game, especially when it's really, really hot. You let one or two bad things happen, and then, man, it's just like it snowballs, and it seems like the harder you try, the worse it gets. And those last three possessions that Northside had, what was a turnover and then 2 3-and-outs, and then they had that long run by Coven and couldn't put it in the end zone. That was a 71-yard run he made and couldn't put it into the end zone.
Yeah, those hurt.
And,
we're getting a field goal out of that.
Yep, that's got a field goal. Well, I thought he was going to take that to the house, but
yeah,
boy, Texarkana's got some speed.
We've always had some real speedy guys in the past. This year, we don't have that elite standout guy. At that time, we'll run out, and that's going to end the varsity portion of this tonight. So, I'm looking down on the sideline, and you've got Elijah Rogers. His right ankle is iced up. That is not good. He had a good night punting. I think he punted 3 times, 2 of them very effective. Actually, all 3 were effective, but 2 of them looked a lot better than the third one. So I'm not sure what it's going to do, but that lightning looks like it's getting closer.
Yes,
Jonathan,
sir.
let's take a break and see what happens. We'll come back and explain the situation, and we'll either have the JV or we will be wrapping this thing up. Stay with us.
Sawyer's is about more than sunrooms, patios, and home improvement. For over 30 years, we've been about people, about our community, about you. We make quality products affordable so you can focus on making memories with those who matter most. We bring our passion for great craftsmanship and take pride in the work we do so you can count on it lasting a lifetime. Give us a call today and see the difference we can make for you.
Family, it's bigger than bloodlines, stronger than DNA. It's the circle we draw around the people that matter, the people we care about and care for, the folks who inspire us, guide us, root for us. Family means finding common ground, rolling up our sleeves, and making our way side by side. Armstrong Bank. Strength runs in our family.
An accident can leave you feeling stuck, uncertain of where you can go. At Autoplex, we specialize in getting your vehicle repaired quickly and accurately. Our expert technicians use the latest tools and OEM parts to restore your car to its pre-accident condition. With precision and care, we ensure your car looks and performs as if the accident never happened. Ready to get your car back on the road? Visit fixrex.com to start your repair today.
Summer's winding down, but the savings are just getting started. Dive into the end-of-season sale at Burton Pools and Spas. For a limited time, save up to $14,000 on fiberglass pools. And the first 10 customers who purchase an Aquacrete pool with a premium vinyl finish will receive a free hot tub. Don't miss these incredible deals. Visit our stores in Fort Smith, Springdale, or Greenland, or go to burtonpools.com for more details. At Burton, we do more than build swimming pools. We build long-term relationships.
Whether it's record temperatures or below freezing, Ted's is here to keep you comfortable all year long. We've been in business for over 55 years, and we love serving our community. Call today and schedule your seasonal checkup so you're always prepared for what's around the corner. Ted's Air Conditioning and Heating, always ready to help. Tell us you saw Duke and save 10%.
Uncertain on how much your repair is going to cost? At Autoplex Collision Repair, we understand that unexpected accidents can leave you financially stressed. That's why we offer Repair Now, Pay Later. Start your repairs today and spread the payments over time so you don't have to wait to get back on the road. With flexible payment options, you get the repairs you need without the financial burden. Let's get you back on the road, worry-free. Visit fixrex.com to learn more and start your repair today.
REP is your trusted source when it's time for you to sell your business, or if you are looking to acquire one. We offer a variety of services that help prepare your business for sale. And we also counsel and advise you every step of the way. We take pride in our experience, market knowledge, and integrity. You can be assured your business is in the right hands. Resolution Equity Partners, partnering with you now, preparing for the future.
Let me tell you about this new pretzel cheddar club. Hey, I'm Carlos.
And I'm Ebony. And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club
is the tangy Dijon with the pretzel bun. When I add the Dijon mustard to this pretzel bun, it takes it to a whole nother level.
It goes perfectly with the chicken and the cheddar cheese and the bacon.
Man, you know how much you love bacon. And I love the different varieties: grilled, spicy, original. It gets you nice and excited for fall.
Real guests paid for their testimonials.
With rising costs everywhere, from groceries to gas, we know repairs can feel out of reach. Insurance deductibles and repair costs can make you hesitant to start. But at Autoplex, we believe you shouldn't have to choose between your budget and getting your car repaired. Our Repair Now, Pay Later option helps ease the financial burden so you can get the quality repairs you need without the wait. Let us help you get back on the road. Visit fixrex.com to learn more.
At Hug Chevrolet Buick GMC, we dial 782-8940.
This is Joe Calderera with Taliano's Restaurant. We call 782-8940.
Keep warm this winter with a York high-efficiency furnace, or for more information on endless hot water and a high-efficiency tankless water heater, give Blaylock Heating, Air, and Plumbing Services a call at 782-8940.
That's 782-8940.
At Autoplex Collision Repair, we're not just about fixing cars. We're committed to providing the best customer experience. Our team is here to guide you through every step of the repair process. We make it easy, transparent, and stress-free. And with convenient locations in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley, your repair is always close to home. At Autoplex, your satisfaction is our priority. Visit fixrex.com to schedule your repair today and see why customers trust Autoplex.
Have you been to the River Valley's only multi-sport facility? Then let's hang out. The Hangout in Fort Smith is the only sports facility that offers indoor tennis and pickleball, indoor and outdoor basketball, and has now added multiple soccer fields. Soccer leagues are forming soon. Did you know the Hangout also has an 8,000 square foot fitness center with bar, yoga, HIIT, and Pilates classes? The Hangout, 5400 Gary Street, or thehangoutfs.com. Fitness, sports, and more. Let's hang out.
The story of our family business starts back in 1878 when our ancestors settled in Old Town Van Buren and set up shop. We have been providing quality work, craftsmanship with the finest materials available using time-honored and traditional methods. Providing quality service to the River Valley for 6 generations.
Sawyer's is about more than sunrooms, patios, and home improvement. For over 30 years, we've been about people, about our community, about you. We make quality products affordable so you can focus on making memories with those who matter most. We bring our passion for great craftsmanship and take pride in the work we do so you can count on it lasting a lifetime. Give us a call today and see the difference we can make for you.
Family, it's bigger than bloodlines, stronger than DNA. It's the circle we draw around the people that matter, the people we care about and care for, the folks who inspire us, guide us, root for us. Family means finding common ground, rolling up our sleeves, and making our way side by side. Armstrong Bank. Strength runs in our family.
All right, welcome back to Mayo Thompson. We've got lightning that's like 18 miles away. It looks like it's moving this way, and once it gets within 10, they're going to call it. Talk to Marshall Hurst just a minute ago, and he said that they're planning on playing right now. If you were watching earlier, the Grizzly Varsity played 2 quarters. We lost that 27-10. Started out pretty good and just didn't end up going our way. But we got some people in the press box that I want to say thank you to. One of them is Jordan Baker. It's good to have her back. Hadn't seen her. It's been, what, a couple months now?
Yeah, it has been.
So
glad to be back.
Yeah, she is the leader of this all-male broadcast team, and she was not really didn't understand why we didn't have another female. We explained it to her, and so she's all good with it now.
Yeah, I am. I think I'd like it just being me.
Well, Jordan, we appreciate you, and thank you for coming back again this year. And you're in college now. You had your first day win yesterday.
Yeah.
And I know that you pretty much arranged your schedule so you could do this for us, and we appreciate that a lot.
Yeah, of course. I wouldn't want to have it any other way. I'm so glad to be here with you.
Well, I love your excitement.
No, seriously.
Well, I know you are.
Missed
I know
it.
you are.
Yeah.
But you do a really good job. Thank you for doing what you do. And I know you had a busy summer. Tell us what all you did during the break.
It's one of those questions where people ask you, you're like, but I did just get back from New Orleans. I visited a friend that moved out there.
Oh, yeah.
Wanted to go see her. It was sad leaving, but it was fun. I don't know if I could live there, but it was fun.
Yeah, I was there, but I was young when I went. So I've really never got to experience it as an adult. So it can be crazy.
It could be crazy. I feel like my favorite parts were the food. We had a hotel that had like that rooftop pool.
Oh,
and so the view was just
I bet.
amazing. That was like my favorite day, was just swimming and looking at the view.
How long were you there?
I was there for about a week.
Oh, yeah.
Like a day, less than a week.
So is it family related?
No, it's just a friend.
Y'all just decided to go?
Yeah, me and a friend, we packed up and we left to just go see our other friend there.
Okay.
Yeah, so it wasn't a family thing.
So the summer went by really fast.
It did.
I mean, it feels like, we just got through broadcasting yesterday, so everything just felt like, here we are going again with the broadcast. But, man, that's been, a little over 2 months now.
It was
football got here quick. Tonight didn't really go our way, and I know you were a little upset about some of the things that happened. It's preseason, so we're going to get some of these kinks worked out, and by the time we play Southside, hopefully, we're ready.
Yeah, I see some new faces out there, too.
A lot of new faces.
Yeah.
A lot of new coaches.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Coach Maroc now in his first year, and he has hired a lot of new coaches, and, boy, their resumes are really impressive. So they'll get some things worked out.
They don't seem bad. I think we're going to do good this
we
year.
have some good players out there.
Just
takes a little while to get started. That's exactly right. Well, we're going to take another break, and when we come back, hopefully we have an answer for you about whether we're going to continue this preseason scrimmage or not. Stay with us. Back after this from the Autoplex.
An accident can leave you feeling stuck, uncertain of where you can go. At Autoplex, we specialize in getting your vehicle repaired quickly and accurately. Our expert technicians use the latest tools and OEM parts to restore your car to its pre-accident condition. With precision and care, we ensure your car looks and performs as if the accident never happened. Ready to get your car back on the road? Visit fixrex.com to start your repair today.
Summer's winding down, but the savings are just getting started. Dive into the end-of-season sale at Burton Pools and Spas. For a limited time, save up to $14,000 on fiberglass pools. And the first 10 customers who purchase an Aquacrete pool with a premium vinyl finish will receive a free hot tub. Don't miss these incredible deals. Visit our stores in Fort Smith, Springdale, or Greenland, or go to BurtonPools.com for more details. At Burton, we do more than build swimming pools. We build long-term relationships.
Whether it's record temperatures or below freezing, Ted's is here to keep you comfortable all year long. We've been in business for over 55 years, and we love serving our community. Call today and schedule your seasonal checkup so you're always prepared for what's around the corner. Ted's Air Conditioning and Heating, always ready to help. Tell us you saw Duke and save 10%.
Uncertain on how much your repair is going to cost? At Autoplex Collision Repair, we understand that unexpected accidents can leave you financially stressed. That's why we offer Repair Now, Pay Later. Start your repairs today and spread the payments over time so you don't have to wait to get back on the road. With flexible payment options, you get the repairs you need without the financial burden. Let's get you back on the road, worry-free. Visit fixrex.com to learn more and start your repair today.
REP is your trusted source when it's time for you to sell your business or if you are looking to acquire one. We offer a variety of services that help prepare your business for sale, and we also counsel and advise you every step of the way. We take pride in our experience, market knowledge, and integrity. You can be assured your business is in the right hands. Resolution Equity Partners, partnering with you now, preparing for the future.
Let me tell you about this new pretzel cheddar club. Hey, I'm Carlos.
And I'm Ebony. And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club
is the tangy Dijon with the pretzel bun. When I add the Dijon mustard to this pretzel bun, it takes it to a whole nother level.
It goes perfectly with the chicken and the cheddar cheese and the bacon.
Man, you know how much you love bacon. And I love the different varieties. Grilled, spicy, original. It gets you nice and excited for fall.
Real guests paid for their testimonials.
With rising costs everywhere, from groceries to gas, we know repairs can feel out of reach. Insurance deductibles and repair costs can make you hesitant to start. But at Autoplex, we believe you shouldn't have to choose between your budget and getting your car repaired. Our Repair Now, Pay Later option helps ease the financial burden so you can get the quality repairs you need without the wait. Let us help you get back on the road. Visit fixrex.com to learn more.
At Hug Chevrolet Buick GMC, we dial 782-8940.
This is Joe Calderera with Taliano's Restaurant. We call 782-8940.
Keep warm this winter with a York high-efficiency furnace, or for more information on endless hot water and a high-efficiency tankless water heater, give Blaylock Heating, Air, and Plumbing Services a call at 782-8940.
That's 782-8940.
At Autoplex Collision Repair, we're not just about fixing cars. We're committed to providing the best customer experience. Our team is here to guide you through every step of the repair process. We make it easy, transparent, and stress-free. And with convenient locations in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley, your repair is always close to home. At Autoplex, your satisfaction is our priority. Visit fixrex.com to schedule your repair today and see why customers trust Autoplex.
All right, welcome back to Mayo Thompson. It looks like we're going to continue on. Still see the Lightning. Looks a lot closer to me than 18 miles, but Grizzlies are back on the field. The Razorbacks are back on the field. This is going to be JV. They'll play the same rules as the Varsity did, but they will have a running clock. So this one will go a lot faster than the first half. And if you watch the first half, the Grizzlies lost that 27-10. Started out pretty good. Bijou had a great first quarter. Coven had a big run, got us inside the 10. We just got a field goal out of that. We just really couldn't convert on any opportunities we really had. I'm anxious to see, and you can't tell by the scrimmage, Jeff, because they call the play dead once the quarterback gets out of the pocket. But it looks like that Drew has some running ability where when he gets out of the pocket, he can manufacture something. And with the arm that he has, sometimes those broken plays end up being big plays.
Yep, they absolutely do. And thought Northside's running game was good there early. And this is unofficial, but I got him down for 160. About 163, 164 yards rushing for tonight in 2 quarters. And, of course, a lot of that was that 71 yard run by Colvin.
Yeah, Colvin had a big run,
Yeah.
and Bijou had a 55-yard run, but he had a 15-yard run right before that.
Yes, he did. So he had all the offense on that. I think it was second drive, and I thought, wow, man, they get the running game going like this, and it stays like this all night. And of course, Texarkana's coaches made whatever adjustments they made on defense, and then Northside's offense sputtered, a couple of 3 and outs and a turnover.
I know that Coach Beatty, when you go back and look at the tape, some of those big runs, they're really not a missed tackle, just a big hole.
Yes.
Right in the center of the line.
Green on the carry to start the
Chadwick Cleveland, who finished the second quarter for the Razorbacks, being just a sophomore, I guess he's considered JV, so he'll start the first quarter of this half. He'll work out of the pistol. Ball on the left hash. And the whistle blows. They're moving back 5. Second down and 10.
Going to false start on the Razorbacks, so pushing back to the 29-yard line will be 2nd and 11.
Blue Minifield. Probably get about 9 yards. 2 yards short of the first down.
Cleveland's pass
3 yards short of the first down.
50, Justin Gardner on the stop will bring up 3rd and 3, ball spotted at the 37-yard line.
Minifield, the running back, he's just a sophomore. It's going to be another 5-yard penalty against the Razorbacks. Make it 3rd and 8 now.
False start against the Razorbacks. Exit 3rd and 8, ball spotted at the 32-yard line.
Cleveland rolls out of the pocket. He's going to throw it deep, and it is going to be out of the reach of the intended receiver, Armand Green.
Intended for Green.
That was just a prayer that he threw up, hoping Green could run underneath it. That'll bring up a 4th down.
And that was also good coverage by Northside secondary.
Well, you look at that lightning. They're saying that's 18 miles away.
I don't think it is.
I don't either. That's a little better punt.
That is a good punt.
Yeah, he at least got some air underneath that one.
Markel Whitfield.
Whitfield.
It'll be 1st and 10 for Northside.
He was in coverage earlier, deep for that punt. So the Grizzlies will have it 1st and 10 from the 30.
Well, each team's probably going to have just enough time to have 1, maybe 2 possessions each.
Well, I don't want to give the Autoplex collision of the game to a Razorback. That was pretty good. I'm still with Caden Dye, baby.
Oh, yeah.
He has 2 of them tonight.
Oh, yeah, he has 2. You're exactly right. But I tell you what, that was a decent leader right there.
Woo! Anthony Hernandez is the quarterback, one back in the backfield. Snap is off target. He did a good job getting a handle on it.
Smart move by that quarterback right there. Just fall on it.
Fumbles in the Northside backfield. It'll make it 3rd and 16. Ball spotted at the
Ball was snapped a little bit to his left, and I don't know if he took his eye off of it or just slipped out of his hands, I guess.
Kyle Relaford in the backfield.
Ball spotted at the 27-yard line.
Another Relaford at Northside.
You say Relaford at running back? Man, that's a shiver right there.
I guarantee you.
You're talking about Billy Joe Relaford, who has been one of the greatest running backs in the history of the school.
You know, I bet there'll be some people out there probably say he's one of the best to ever come out of the state of Arkansas.
Brought down by Holloway.
He is a hoss.
Yeah, I mean,
4th down.
well, and you're talking about some great backs here over the years. And then you got Shabazz that was out of Pine Bluff, but you can put Billy Joe, and he's in that conversation.
Well, to me, and I saw Shabazz in person at the state decathlon.
Yeah.
As far as athletes go coming out of Arkansas, Shabazz is up here.
Yeah.
Everybody else is below him, in my opinion.
Yeah, he was a great athlete. Hey, and and the thing about him, he was a good person too.
Yeah.
He ended up doing some good things with his life. And last I heard, he was in Texas.
Yep.
I saw a documentary on him that was real informative, and it was good to see.
It was good.
That he did that. He had some curves thrown at him, in baseball. I don't mean a literal curve pitch, but just things that didn't go his way.
Had a severe neck injury when he tried to play at Pine Bluff, UAPB.
Yeah.
And,
but he was definitely a great athlete.
Harris's punt filled by Noble.
So the clock will stop on change of possession, otherwise it's going to run. So we'll go through this pretty quick.
Yep.
New quarterback in the game, and again, I struggle seeing the number through the green pullover jersey he has on. That snap was out of his reach. It was picked up by Bruin Minifield, and he'll be thrown for a loss.
Minifield picks up the fumble in the backfield.
Quarterback didn't know where it was.
So are they not blowing the whistle in the JV game when they get the quarterback? Guess they're not. But he's got that green jersey on.
They're supposed to blow the whistle, but that was a live ball.
Oh, okay.
And Minifield picked it up and
second 23,
ended up
ball
losing
spotted
a lot of yards.
17-yard
down,
line.
23 now. Ball 17. Minifield gets the call, looks for a cutback lane, picks up a block, gets to the edge at the 30, 32-yard line.
Number 26,
Caleb Bowman makes the tackle.
3rd and 8, ball spotted at the 32-yard line of the Razorbacks.
Nice run by Minifield. 3rd down and 8 now. Big down here for the Bears. Armand Green split to the right, Twins to the left. Ball is on the right hash mark. Green's going to go in motion. That is complete. It'll be enough for a 1st down and a little bit more as he gets to the 45-yard line.
Number 30, Riley's pass complete.
So you have them down second and long. Get a big run by Minifield to give them a chance at it, and they convert to third down.
Well, I tell you what, that's, and we saw that all last year.
Yeah, that was frustrating.
That was, and it had to be killing the defensive coaches over there.
Minifield in the backfield gets the call. He is met there by a host of Grizzlies. Justin Gardner made first contact.
Brought down by number 50, Justin Gardner, loss on the play.
Nice play by the defensive line of the Grizzlies. Second down and 12.
At the 43-yard line.
Mishandled again, but gets control. He's touched, so he will be called down. Justin Gardner again. Shane Young will check in. Bryson Frazier is going to come out.
3rd and 17, ball spotted.
Third and long for the Grizzlies. Ball on the left hash. Armand Green split wide to the right. And Taryn Kirsch giving him a lot of respect there. And they're going to give it to Minifield. Minifield at the edge, and here he goes. Minifield at the 40, the 30, the 10. He's going to score, but there's a flag down at the 43. So that one's probably going to come back. But Minifield, a little stutter step there, Jeff, when he got to the edge, saw the opportunity to go, and he lit it up.
Looks like it might be a block in the back. That's what I'm guessing.
Holding against the Razorbacks.
Holding?
Yes.
I was wrong again.
Third down and 8.
Ball spotted at Arkansas's high, 47-yard line.
Ball is thrown out into the flat. It's complete, but a great job, Cordell Watson. I mean, he closed on him quickly. It looked like he was trying to make a decision. Can I get to it? If I can, that's a pick six.
I think that's going to be the last play, Buzz.
Yeah, they're down to 6 seconds now, and they've stopped the clock, and they're not supposed to stop it unless it's change of possession. Here goes the run. So
4th down.
That's going to do it for quarter number 1 of the JV. So we'll take a quick break and come back with quarter number 2. Again, it's going to be a running clock, so it won't go long. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
That's the end of the quarter.
Have you been to the River Valley's only multi-sport facility? Then let's hang out. The Hangout in Fort Smith is the only sports facility that offers indoor tennis and pickleball, indoor and outdoor basketball, and has now added multiple soccer fields. Soccer leagues are forming soon. Did you know the Hangout also has an 8,000 square foot fitness center with bar, yoga, HIIT, and Pilates classes? The Hangout, 5400 Gary Street, or thehangoutfs.com. Fitness, sports, and more. Let's hang out.
Believe they're letting this game go on with that light.
All right, welcome back to Mayo Thompson. We're going to start quarter number 2, and as we do, volleyball coach Matt Wack comes in. We've got him mic'd up, and the first thing I want to say is, wow, brother,
It was fun last night, wasn't it?
That was fun. We had the red-white game last night, and it was impressive. You have done such a great job with that program to the point that we are relevant now.
Yeah. We've got a great group of kids. Northside's really treated me well and let me run away with the way we want to do things with a volleyball program, and we have lots of good support, and it just helps. We got a lot of young kids. I lost a lot of seniors last year, and I was worried about it because they were a great group for us.
Hate to lose Janae Manning.
Yeah.
Man, how do you replace her?
I mean, kids like Janae are irreplaceable. We just hope to find somebody that can work to fill their shoes, and we've got some young talent that's really fighting to do it. It's fun to watch. Like you said last night, splitting my kids in half and it being that competitive.
It was competitive.
And that fun to watch. That's exciting because that
great
shows
turnout.
the depth. Yeah, we had a great crowd.
Great turnout.
I was really impressed for a scrimmage to have that kind of crowd. So I hope that bleeds into next week.
I think it will. And the cool thing is, you set this up last year. It was your idea, and it was a great idea. But to be able to combine our coaches show in the arena and transition into a volleyball game right after that. So that's going to be fun.
It is.
Yeah,
well,
we're looking forward to it.
It just showcases Northside, and that's what it's all about. I mean, our volleyball girls were here. They're down here cheering.
Did the national anthem.
They were singing the national anthem, and nobody cued them. They just
did
decided to do it on their own.
Yeah,
they're just
that
good
was
kids.
good.
They love Northside. They're proud of this high school.
Yeah.
They're proud of everything here, So they want to enjoy it, and they come out and support the other teams. We like to do that. We bleed Northside, so it's fun.
Well, you do so much other than that. I mean, you're technically ahead of everybody that I know. So if we have any issues as far as hookups and things like that, you're our go-to guy. The first thing I noticed when I got there is you moved all the equipment to the opposite side. So is that because of the huddle camera?
Yeah, we got a new huddle camera this year, and it's mounted on that wall away from the student section.
Okay.
And Coach Beaumont was helped us do that to get it so that way we have it for my aspect.
Right.
A lot of people like to watch that side angle view because it's fun to watch.
Right.
But from a technical aspect, we like to watch it from the rear so we can see the defense schemes that we've got going on and the different offensive play sets and how they're running. It just really helps me as a coach to get my kids in position to have success.
Well, we're going to try to give you a lot more camera angles this year, of all the games that we broadcast. So hopefully you can use some of that too.
Yeah.
To your advantage, but now when basketball season comes, will they move that back?
I think they're going to flip it back because for basketball it doesn't matter because they switch benches.
Yeah.
We used to. Arkansas just after COVID, in 2020, they made a rule where everybody'd stay on the same bench and they never got rid of it.
Right.
So now coaches can basically decide if both coaches agree, you just stay, and if you
we got a little brawl going on, and I think there was it all started. Ronan Ketchum's in the ball game now. He's been playing linebacker for us, but he was a quarterback last year, and also he played baseball for us. And man, he is a very good athlete. But he got shoved down from behind, and I think that that irritated a few Grizzlies. And so, but they were able to break it up pretty quick.
Yeah, I think they're going to give both teams a personal foul penalty.
Yeah, it looked like they took down the quarterback as well, and I know they're trying to just do touch for the scrimmage to keep everybody healthy, and so he probably wasn't real happy about that.
And we've got a new sponsor this year, Coach, and Chick-fil-A is going to be our major sponsor.
Awesome.
So that we're really thankful for them, and being partnered with them gives us just a lot of credibility, and they're good to us, and they're easy to work with. We'll spend a lot of time with them in the press box during home games at halftime and stuff, and so we're looking forward to that. But we also have another sponsor, Autoplex Collision Center, and they have a facility in Alma. They have one in Van Buren. They have one here. So it was their idea. Dustin Hughes, who runs that, told me that he said, we want to be on your live stream, but can we do a Autoplex collision of the game? And I said, man, I love that.
That's a good idea.
I love that. And so we said, yeah, we can definitely do it. So tonight, and Jeff will be the one to announce it, but Jonah Calderero probably would have had the collision of the game because he took a quarterback out. I don't know if you saw it or not. But
was that the one down there on the side? I caught the clip of it because I was standing down there with Mr. Carter and Mr. Hurst and all them.
Yeah. And it's just instinct.
Yeah,
he saw a quarterback running, and he took him out. and he probably would have got it. But Caden Dye's had 2 really good hits tonight, so Jeff will make a decision on that here when we wrap it up. But I thought it was a cool idea, and we won't do it tonight, but at the end of every game, Jonathan will go out and pick out that collision, and we'll play it at the end of the game, and that'll be the Autoplex segment. So, yeah, it's going to be fun.
Well, that's awesome. So he Dustin at Autoplex, year before last, he did a bunch of stuff for us, helped us do some team shirts, and was a sponsor for us. He was super helpful. So they're great. I love seeing them, keep coming out and
great
supporting.
Company.
And Chick-fil-A the same. I mean, all the time we get pregame meals there.
Right.
We're actually going to have some of them in the concession stand on Tuesday night.
That's
They're going to do
awesome.
some sandwiches on Tuesday night for the Northside Conway game.
Okay.
So that's good. They always take great care of us. I love Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, I do too. And we did a lot of interviews with them last year, but this year we were able to partner with them.
Awesome.
But the Autoplex, I just took a car to them to get taken care of. And, man, these guys, hey, they not only do they do good work, but they keep you posted, keep you informed of what the process is, because you may be out of car. And if you are, you want to get that one back as quick as you can, or at least know how you stand. And they take care of that. They always, whether it's email or phone calls, you know exactly what the process is.
Well, that's outstanding.
Well, the Varsity, boy, things didn't turn out like we wanted to, but you saw some good things. I think that we're going to have some wins this year.
Yeah.
And he'll get this thing turned around. I just need a little bit of time. Everybody buy into the program.
Absolutely. Well, and it's early. It's early,
Yeah.
Buzz. The best thing about scrimmages like this is it's going to give the coaching staff a lot of film to break down and work with the kids on different things on how they can improve,
I will say this Texarkana team has got some good athletes. When you're talking about JV kids now, and I don't have the number for the kid that's a quarterback. He's not very big. The first 2 quarterbacks did a great job. Especially the second one that came in. He's just a sophomore. But that guy, the quarterback right then, was in trouble. He was trying to find a receiver, and he had 3 guys he was looking at. One of them was giving him a signal, but that wasn't the guy who was open. You watch the replay right here. This guy, 26, was saying he's open, but he didn't throw it to him. He threw it to this other guy, and he ended up scoring. They're going to call it back. But what a great job to be able to do that under some pressure.
They've
and
got some
find that
athletes,
receiver.
sure.
They really do.
Well, I tell you what, he made some really impressive moves.
Yeah.
After he caught the ball, that was just wow.
And
high school kids making those kind of moves.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Razorbacks.
And the thing about it, I mean, this kid, he has a jersey, but he's not even on the roster. And there's 3 or 4 of them that are like that they don't even put on the roster. Wow, what a nice move there. Golly.
That's a sophomore.
Yeah. And he doesn't have his name's not on the roster. Well, they may call it. I think Coach Rock is shaking hands with the refs. They're going to, I don't know if Lightning has gotten too close.
It looks that way. I see Miss Sherry down there and Miss Steele.
Yeah.
It's been trying to move in for a little bit. You can see it off there to the northwest.
This time we are suspending play due to inclement weather. We ask that all fans exit the seating area in a orderly fashion.
Yeah, they're going to suspend play, but that's going to be it. Kids are going to shake hands. And Texarkana, we wish you a safe trip going home. You put on a good show tonight. Good luck in your season. I think they open with Little Rock Catholic in a couple of weeks. We're going to go to the other side of town to take on the Mavericks. So we have a little bit of time to kind of work out the kinks here. But some highlights that you're excited about. Jeff, I'm going to let you go ahead and present the Autoplex collision of the game.
Well, that's easy. He had a couple of good hits
tonight,
but it's number 52.
Caden Dye.
And,
but that first one, he had no chance at quarterback. As soon as he turned around and tried to find a receiver, he just got hit right in the mouth.
But here's the thing about that hit. Not only was it a collision, but that's the kind of hit
that's a legal hit.
It was a legal hit.
Yeah.
That's the kind of play that you can teach proper technique and tackle. Because he had his clubs up.
Hey, that's a good point.
He had his clubs up. He had his chest up. Eyes were up and clubbed up, and he had him around the waist, and it was just a perfect tackle. And you can use that as a teaching tool.
And how careful do you have to be not to get that flag thrown on you?
Well, I think if you
Here's
put your
play
face,
right here.
Yeah, if you put
there you go, perfect, Jordan.
Yeah,
not Jordan. Jonathan, thank you.
Now I think if you put your face mask in their numbers, I don't think you're going to get called for that. But if it's up here, anywhere near the neck area or the face area, they're probably going to call that.
What about if it's in their numbers on the backside? You're probably going to get thrown. You're probably going to get the flag thrown for that.
You might.
Yeah.
But that's the way when we first started playing. That's how they taught tackling. Was put your face mask. Now they say put it wherever the ball is. You use your inside shoulder and then put your face mask underneath their arms. So that's how that's changed. Now they're telling you to lead with your chest.
Yeah. Well, a lot of the reason behind that is number one, not to get yourself hurt. You know, if you lead with your head down, you know, you got a good chance of having a really bad injury.
Yeah, that's why they always say see what you hit. But he's the one. He had two tonight, but that
congratulations to him. He's the
inaugural
winner of the Autoplex Collision of the Game.
So the inaugural win counts in a scrimmage game?
We're going to give it to him, brother.
Oh, I know we're going to give it to him.
Jonathan had a replay of it. You called it.
And, it was easy.
It was good.
It was. And it happened early in the first quarter, and it stayed that way for the rest of the half.
That's right. And you know, things didn't really go our way. We saw some good things. We saw some bad things. But the best thing is I don't think there was any serious injuries that I know of. Now, Elijah Rogers looked like he had his ankle iced down, and that concerns me because not only is he a tight end, but he's our punter, and he's a good punter. And, well, that kicking game can make or break you, so we hope that he's all right. Also, Abram Dodson, who was in a car wreck and totaled his car, was not on the. He was on the field tonight, but he was not dressed out. So I hope that everything's good with him, and we're going to try to find out after the game. Jonathan will keep you posted on the Facebook page of anything that you may need to know about the Northside Grizzlies. Thank you tonight for everybody that participated. It was good to see everybody. All of our crew is back. It's been a couple months since we've all been together, and we do have some kinks to work out between now and the Southside game, but we'll get on that tomorrow, and we'll start tweaking and watching the broadcast and seeing what was good and what was wrong with it, but we'll definitely make the improvements. But thanks to everybody that came out here in this heat. Jonathan was here all day. Brandon was here all day. We started at 9:30 this morning trying to get everything set up, and had no internet when we got here, so we had to use the hotspot. Got that to working, so it was a challenge from the time we got here. But it's been a long day, man.
I walked through in the middle of the day, and it was cooking today. One of your guys was down there working on that stand you guys have in the end zone, and I felt bad for him because I know.
Yeah,
I mean, it was blistering hot out there.
That was one of my crews that I called this morning when I got here because we needed to tweak the railing. So we rebuilt the frame. But the thing about it, where the banners are at the corners, the bunch of wasps had got in and had a huge nest in there, and we had to get that taken care of because I didn't want to put any of our people up there on that stand when there was any wasps. So they got all that taken care of. And but Coach Wack, thank you. It was a lot of fun last night. You put on a great show. It's going to be fun. And Jeff and I were talking about just the athleticism of volleyball players in general, just to see what they do. And this doesn't do them justice. Don't watch it on TV. Come to the arena and watch what they do because it is impressive.
It's fun to watch, and it's exciting. Most people that have never been out, once they come out, they're like, that was pretty fun. You know, let's come back and watch some more. We play at home next Tuesday. I mean, it's non-conference, but it's Conway, and they're the defending 6A state champs.
That's right.
So we go to Shiloh Christian on Monday. They're the defending 5A state champs, and Tuesday we bring Conway to our house.
Wow. So this coming Tuesday.
Yes, sir. So Monday and Tuesday next week we hammer off. So and you know, if you guys are ready and want to do the coach's show for Southside that Tuesday, let me know.
Are we doing it then, Jonathan? this next Tuesday? That's right. Yeah.
Awesome.
So we'll be we'll be there.
I talked to McKinney about making the IT guys make sure that one Ethernet section is set up where you guys like to set up. I'm assuming you want to be up there on the bear again. I think that was a great spot.
I do too.
I think hopefully we can persuade Coach Roberts to be involved
she's
again.
I talked to her last night.
She does a great job with you. It's fun to watch the two of you interact because she's a character and it's fun. You guys bring a lot of energy and it's fun to watch. And she knows a little bit about volleyball.
She does.
Her younger sister Cammie's starting setter for us and having a great year. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. And they're young, but there's a lot of talent.
Yeah.
We may not go out and upset right out the bat, but we might. I wouldn't put it past them with the weapons we've got. If they have a good night, we can play with anyone.
And the cool thing is they're young.
They are.
Yeah.
That's what I was telling Mr. Beaumont the other day. Coach Beaumont and I were talking. I said, if we can find a way to be good this year with these young ones, they're going to be great next year. They're going to really be good because they're only going to get better. My hope, Buzz, is we're good now. We need to get more consistent, but that comes with maturity and playing. We're going to get better every week with these young kids I've got. And come October, I just hope we plan our best volleyball and make a run at it because if they get hot, they're going to be hard to beat.
They will be hard to beat.
And that's what makes it fun.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Coach, thank you. And appreciate you checking in.
Of course.
Here and talking with us. And, Jeff, any final assessment on what you saw tonight as a coach?
I like the way that their running game looked early, their offensive line, the way they came off as a unit was impressive early in the game. And the running game, to me, it makes or breaks your offense. I think you have to have a good running game before you can have a good passing game. Secondary's got to get better. They can't let receivers keep getting behind them. They can't keep giving them those big plays. But other than that, I thought the defense front seven for Northside did a good job tonight. They're in the varsity game, both quarters, I thought the defensive line and offensive line for Northside came off the ball really hard every time they were out there. I don't think I saw a kid on the offensive line or defensive line take a play off. Now, they didn't make a play every down, and they got blocked a lot, but their effort was there, and they came off the ball hard and came off the ball as a unit on both sides of the ball. So I was really impressed with their effort for those two quarters, and that counts a lot. And they'll make plays, and they're going to make plays on the front seven. Northside's going to be really good before this year's over if they can avoid injuries. And the offensive line tonight, I think, is only going to get better. Charlie Beatty's one of the better coaches in any position. He could coach any position on either side of the ball. So the offensive line, I have no worries there about their coaching or any of the coaching on these kids. They're going to get a lot better. They just need a lot more reps, and it's going to be good.
So as a coach, when you see a team, even if you lose but you play hard and you don't take plays off, that's got to mean something. That's got to make a coach feel a lot better about the program.
Yeah, and I've told teams that I've coached football, track, you can go out there and you might this team that you're playing out may be head and shoulders better than you, but that don't mean you take plays off.
Right.
That don't mean you don't fire off the ball every down, whether you're on offense or on defense. You got to give max effort on every play, and you got to play with enthusiasm every play. No matter what the score is, you're still playing hard every play if you're on the field.
Jeff, thank you for your view
and
all your advice for the players and what you see as a coach. It's so valuable to the broadcast. We appreciate that. Coach Wack, thank you for checking in. Jonathan, hey, man, do what you do, brother. I appreciate you. This is not an easy job, and you got a lot coming at you nonstop, and you do a great job. Jordan, Andy, and Brandon, thank you, and Aaron. First night here, he did good, so we got a lot to work on, but we're definitely going to get better. That's going to wrap it up here from Mayo Thompson. Didn't go like we really wanted it to, but it's just a scrimmage. It's for real here on the 29th, but we're going to see you this next Tuesday. We'll have the Don Maroc show, and then we're going to tune into the Grizzly or the Lady Bear volleyball team and see what they can do with Conway. It's going to be a great match. Tune in, but if you can't, if you can't come to the game, tune in, but come if you can, man. You need to get out there and see them. Hey, a full arena helps those girls. Coach, am I right about that?
Absolutely. And I think third quarter band's planning on being here Tuesday.
That'd be great.
Cheer and insteppers, I think, are coming.
That would be great.
They've made a commitment to come to more volleyball games, all three of those
Yeah.
groups this year. Everybody at Northside's trying to support each other, and that makes for
That's
a fun
good.
environment. I
Well,
mean, they were at the red and white scrimmage last night.
Yes,
the
and-
cheer and dancers were.
Yeah, and seeing like you being here for this, Cody and Grace were here,
Mm-hmm.
seeing y'all support all these different sports, man, that means a lot. It's a school, it's our school.
It is.
And it means a lot to us, and hopefully, we're going to get relevant in a lot of ways.
I hope
Looking
so.
forward to it. That'll do it for here from Mayo Thompson. We're going to see you Tuesday night. Until then, be safe and go Bears.